All right, absolutely. We are live here at One Bad Roll with Toronto by Night. A very, very lovely game with some lovely folks where bad things happen to some good people and some not so good people. This is World of Darkness, so if something bothers you, just take a step away, compose yourself, come back when you want to. If it's for this game, awesome. Beyond that, I will do a bit of a review and give the title for tonight's episode, which is 1989 Party.
1989 what?
Party. P-A-R-T-Y, because we can.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to party like it's 1989?
I believe you misquoted a song there. But what happened last time was one of our coterie members was called away to learn a little bit from someone who has much more experience. And that will be played out today. There was some meals to be had, and everyone decided to go to an event. A lovely underground fight ring. It was taking place at a body shop in, I believe the area of town was East York. You don't know the name of it. You could probably remember the location, but they purposefully covered the name. It was very much disguised as a party, but in the back was where the fights were happening. There was some interesting things that occurred there. There was a couple of fights. One of the more notable fights was with a gentleman named Miles Carter, who the Rev took a liking to because of his clearly well-placed and tasteful religious tattoos. That his biggest one covered his entire back, wrapped around, and went on to started to go onto his chest. He was someone who was not religious when he was younger, but became religious. Still beats the crap out of people.
My kind of moral.
As you do. But partway through the night, there was some compulsions that took place of needing to get into the VIP area. That's where Efrys was thrown out of the party.
I missed that was all a compulsion.
Yeah. And then beyond that, the Rev did help get the clothes of the individual by having a chat, getting some information, some locations, and just leaving them there most likely remembering the events of the night once they wake up.
And that's how it ended. Nothing else happened.
I wish. But we're going to go further on into that night. Where first you guys tried to check out a location that you found out about called the Shattered Hopes Burlesque Club. You tried to get in the door, but you did not fit dress code. And before heading home, Efrys, and his conscience being what it is, was like, we should give these phones that are important to this drug dealer to the police. Because they could really use these as evidence. And he walked in and got recognized by one of the cops in the chase and was instantly arrested. The rest of the group did the right thing. Contacted Dover, who was not happy about it, but he did not frenzy again. This was a much more difficult check for him. And based off the police station being what it was, he only had one solution. Shatter its support foundation and claim it was a terrorist attack to break out Efrys. However, when you were brought back to the Haven through a series of events and conversation, Efrys was knocked into torpor by one uppercut from Dover, who then stormed out. So because of that, 3 of our 4 coterie members are going to get to have some downtime. It's going to be 2 weeks, in fact. Efrys, I will let you know this. If experience does get handed out, whatever the minimum is, I'm going to divide it by 2, and you'll still get some.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to fall behind.
I appreciate it. I just want to say one thing. I still haven't leveled up with the experience that I have because much like in Diablo 2, when I just wanted to like hold on to my experience points, that's pretty much what I'm doing in this game too. I'm like, I don't want to spend it on this or that. I'm just like, oh, this would be cool, but no, just wait. So we might like... I might just be behind no matter what happens because I'll never level up.
At that point, you'll have a power surge. It's all good.
Yeah.
You'll get something real cool. I'm here for it.
Okay.
As long as you don't have inventory management problems.
Oh, jeez, yeah. But no, with that, would anyone like to volunteer to start off the process of this downtime?
Oh no, but you got to go first, Ken. We got to hear what happened with Caroline last time.
Yeah. Okay,
true. Yeah,
sure,
no,
sure.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, that was going to be my
Everyone's
go-to if everyone was silent. So
We're starved for Caroline Gondit.
Sure.
So
I will say before we get into that, we left off with my hunger at like 5.
Oh,
so
you're covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They will cover you. Siasi isn't weirded out by the fact that organs are brought in, and there's the process of like the light cooking and all that. She finds it very interesting.
Okay. Cool.
Also, in that time, you would have gotten the opportunity to give your blood as for payment for the period of time.
Oh, to that lady person. Yes. Okay, so I would have done that.
It would have been a very simple process. Needle. Roll me a rouse check for that. Perfect. You don't get hungrier, and it's not what you. I don't know what you expected, but I'll tell you how it plays out.
Okay.
It's supremely medical. It is not personal. It's like, there's the vein, in, boom, no names are exchanged, nothing.
I like it. All right.
Short, focused, to the point is how it plays out.
Okay.
But yes, so there's 2 days before the 2 weeks where you would have been present with Siasi, and then there's the 2-week period.
Okay.
How much time are you spending in this process of working with Siasi?
Okay, if I wanted like a TLDR version of how to be a mentor, how many days would that be?
It all depends on how fast you pick it up. At base, you're probably looking at a week.
Okay. So I would probably do just a little bit over a week.
Okay, so we can count it like the week in 2 days, and then you'll have a week afterwards to float around what you would do.
Okay.
All right. When you get there, she is polite. She has somewhere for everyone to stay. Everything is covered on that part. She is not the wealthiest kindred that you've met. However, she does fall under the category of rich. So it's very, very comfortable living. What is the first question area you sort of have when it comes to this process? Because she's not going to jump in to what she thinks would be the point to start.
I guess Caroline's first question would be how to accept you're a mentor. And this is your responsibility.
Okay, cool. I like this conversation. This is going to be a fun one. Okay. This would probably be taking place at Palace North. You would, if it's Siasi, you would very much be on the roof, I believe. Let me confirm this real quick, because I actually have that information documented.
That would be the Starlight Lounge, right?
No. Yes, she is. Yeah, she's Starlight Lounge. I was thinking she might have been Red Room, but no, that's Cheshire. Yeah, so you would indeed be in the rooftop patio, the Starlight Lounge. There's always soft music playing. Everything is beautiful and natural. One thing that you would have pointed out, though, every once in a while there is like little poisonous stuff implants placed hidden within things.
Okay.
But sitting down on that actually first night, because I see this being the very first thing asked. So you wish to understand how to actually embrace the fact that you're in control of someone else's, responsible for someone else's life. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't really see myself becoming like a mother at all in my life. So this is kind of new and frightening. And why me, God? So.
Well, I've gotten a brief overview of kind of how the whole deal went down.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I can understand why. But
okay.
No, I can fully explain to you what happened in this situation. There's someone in a very vulnerable state. And you didn't just come in like a mother. You sort of filled a space of comforting and caring. And that's not something that a mother always does. But you spoke with such confidence that the individual with whom you spoke to figured you have your shit together.
Yeah, but I don't have my shit together.
Would you like to know a secret?
Yes, please.
You never will.
Okay, thank God. Oh.
There's always problems, and she will point to you.
Yeah, I know.
No
am
matter
my biggest
who
problem.
you're dealing. No. For me.
Oh.
For us. We have to manage
okay.
you. And you think you're the only fuck-ups in the city?
I mean, fuck up? Are we that bad?
You're up there on the list, but
we're not number one.
There has been worse.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
But yes, so no, accepting such a thing is just that. Accepting that it's a commitment to change. Because your position has changed.
I don't really do that well with change, but I guess what I'm picking up from this conversation is that I made a mistake by showing compassion to somebody and that I probably shouldn't do that again.
No, not at all. It's possibly a mistake. If you don't learn from this, if you don't grow.
Okay.
She will write down on a piece of paper. Because she does like to use paper. The word lesson and the word loss. And just shift it over to you. What do those have in common?
I'm going to be honest with you. I was probably like a D student in high school, so this is not really my strong suit. Lesson, loss. Everyone experiences them.
You're taking this way too philosophical.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking for the literal thing they have in common.
They both start with L?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, if you take an L, which one is it?
What?
It's your choice.
Lesson?
See, that's not what your voice is telling me, though.
Lesson. Lesson.
Okay, so if I were to bring Henry out here right now, would you tell him that this will be a lovely lesson for me to experience and actually mean it?
I mean, I can fake it. I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Eventually, you're going to have to decide if you can accept this as something you can learn from. I'm not going to say right now because that's forceful and I don't like that.
Please be gentle.
It's the only way I know how to be. It's the only way I prefer to be. If I have to act, I can.
Can I just say I'm really happy that it's you and not Dover giving me these lessons?
Oh, you would be dead if it was Dover right now.
I know I would be. I can't shut up. So I'm just really happy that it's you.
If you want, I can switch with Cheshire.
I'm very happy with this arrangement. If you stick me with her, I'm going to put everything at 90-degree angles off 90 degrees angles. I just can't help myself.
No, I had that urge myself as well.
I can't fight it.
But part of being a mentor, and I know this because I've had Olivia with me for some time, is you have to learn lessons from them just as much as they learn lessons from you.
I don't want to learn about dogs, please.
So don't learn about dogs. There's more to Henry than his dogs.
Is there?
Yes, because he was he was a person. He wasn't a kennel.
I mean, I know he's a person, but he's not like actually like a person.
Where was he born?
I don't know, Canada.
When was his birthday?
I'm never gonna remember that. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Why did he get his first dog?
Loneliness, I'm gonna assume.
Do?
Probably not give him enough attention.
That's what I mean.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, I understand.
Understood. That's what matters in this situation. You have to find a way you can learn from Henry. If not, you are going to want to shoot him in the head every night.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
And she will follow that up with literally rattling off a whole bunch of pieces of information that she knows about Olivia without even taking a second thought.
Okay, but is this like a two-way street? Like, do I have to share my life with him? Because I would much prefer, like, yeah, sure, I can be like, text me your life, cool.
You don't
but
have
like,
to.
Okay.
You don't have
that's
to.
Cool.
Just, with that, it's what's relevant.
Okay.
You don't need to let him into your little ivory tower of walls around your heart.
Oh, okay, good, because that's probably not happening.
Now, however, if you do, that might lead to, what's the thing called? A friend?
Oh, no. Just mentorship, mother, girlfriend, freaky woman figure in your life. I would much prefer that.
Are you adverse to actually forming bonds with people?
Yes. I'm a lone wolf, a lone vampire. I like it like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck surviving. Unless you become a legend like Beckett, you're probably gonna die in the process.
Well, okay, I can work with people and have a team. Like, I know how to be a team player, but like professional
Do you?
boundaries. I'll get back to you on that one.
See, this is my thing. This is why I think this position suits you. You don't know you.
I thought this wasn't supposed to be philosophical, but okay.
Ask me any question you want for me to help you prove this point. It can be probing, it can be difficult. Ask me a question.
About yourself.
Yes. About what I'm good at, what I'm bad at, whatever.
Okay. How many people have you killed?
Give me 2 seconds. Do you want me to go directly or involvement led to death included?
I want directly. Like, how many times have you had your hands bloody?
3.
Wow, that's pretty low. Okay.
Again, I prefer to be gentle.
I respect it.
I have been taught how to do it very deftly, but...
So does that mean we are... Is that how this works? I ask you a deep personal question and then we're...
No.
No? Okay.
No, that's something that you naturally realize. However, one thing I will tell you now, because we do have trust, if you try and use this information that I'm giving you in a way to gain ahead of me, I will rip the blood out of your body.
Ooh. So sounds pretty skillful to be able to rip blood out of a body, but okay, I understand. I won't use that against you.
Like I said, I'm very skillful when it comes down to it. I'm not just a pretty face.
It's a lot I could say to that, but okay. I won't.
Why do you hold back? It makes no sense to me. I'm gonna say this outright. You're a bitch.
I preferred it that way. Thank you.
So be a bitch.
Yes. I mean, you just called me a bitch, so I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
But you're trying to... You can be nice and still be a bitch.
If you say so, I don't...
For example, I am a quiet person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reserved until I get to know people, but then from that point on, geez, the stories people could tell. I know that, and I run with it. In the face of adversity, you become a cowering puppy.
What?
Yes. You're being super polite, you're being respectful, you're not talking back at all, you're not giving me smart remarks other than the last one, which I appreciate.
I'm sorry, are you telling me to be more of a bitch?
If you
I like
want
you.
to be, look at Cheshire.
Yeah.
Do you like her?
I mean, I don't really like anybody, but...
Do you respect her, though?
I don't really respect anybody.
Oh, that's a whole different thing. And that's where that conversation cuts.
Okay.
Because that turns into a whole different bag of worms if you let it go there.
Yeah.
What is the next question you have for this use of time? Because you will get two more questions.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I should ask a question about Henry, not myself. How do I keep him alive? Kind of seems like an idiot if I'm being honest with you, and so I am a little bit worried about that.
Why do you call him an idiot?
He's too soft for this world. He trusted me immediately. That was a bad call.
Well, he has a good heart.
Exactly. An idiot.
No. Do you know the more disheartened you become, the more the beast infects you?
Well, no, I think, you don't have to be like completely a beast, but I mean, it's a doggy dog world, and he's I'm afraid he's going to trust somebody he shouldn't, and then I'm gonna have to be responsible because I didn't teach him
street smarts.
Okay.
But you don't need to take away his heart. His heart is what's going to allow him to live. That's how he fights.
Did you hear about his girlfriend, who's not really his girlfriend, from England?
No, explain the situation to me.
Yeah, see, apparently he was dating this girl in England, and he sent her all the money in the world.
Okay.
Never actually met her in person. For, what was it, 1 or 2 years this relationship went on?
2.
Yeah.
And?
This is what I'm working with.
Okay.
I shot his brother in the knee, and he's not even angry with me.
Is his brother all right?
I mean, physically, yeah, but he got shot in the knee walking through a park. It's gotta fuck you up.
We're paying for his therapy.
Okay, that's good.
No, that's without question.
Still, someone shot my sister.
Oh, so you have a
So
sister.
if I hypothetically had a sister and someone shot her, I would kill them. No questions asked.
Let me guess, you come from a strict family. I'm going to guess either prison system or military for your father or mother, or both. I'm
prison.
Gonna guess
I'm from my family's okay.
I'm going to guess that you're not from Canada, and based off of your accent, probably southern states?
No, I've worked very hard to get rid of that accent. Please don't bring that out.
I will do my best not to. What I'm saying is he's the opposite of you.
Yeah.
So what you should do is put some of you into him, and then she will smile a little bit as she says this next part. And then put some of him into you.
I'll wink at her. Like, all right. I mean, that's one way to mentor. I didn't know we could do that, but okay.
Well, if you take it to that point, sure, but he'll probably be more at your hip if you do that.
Oh yeah, there's that.
So yes, no, like teach him to stay alive. Do what you asked me how to do, the way that you would do it.
Okay. Okay, I can. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Does he have any skills right now that are useful for that? For staying alive?
Took him to a bar to beat somebody else up, and he cried. So I don't think so.
So he cried from being assaulted?
No, I mean, he was assaulting somebody and he cried over it. So I don't think the streets are for him.
But he still did it, correct?
Kind of threatened him to do it.
He could have walked away.
True. He lived in a dump.
Did you use any domination powers? Did you do anything to coerce him?
Not that I recall.
He lived in a dump. What do you mean a dump? Like a literal dump?
Okay. Basically, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna say it was a literal dump, and he survived that.
From what I've heard, it was like a back alley sort of rental space with 12 dogs.
Yeah, so a literal dump.
Well, no, he just didn't. He just turned off his ability to smell, so it didn't bother him.
I mean, listen, it's a great feature to have, but at some point, you just got to have a little bit of respect for yourself and be like.
So pull him up.
I'm supposed to teach him how to respect himself too? Oh my gosh.
Yes. He is your... Have you seen the movie? Wait, no. That's really old. Have you heard of the movie Ghost?
I wish I had it for this conversation.
See, he's clay.
So who's helping me to mold him? Because I don't want to do it alone.
Who do you want to help you?
I mean...
So, it's funny how this works. Because if you want someone to mentor you and mentoring someone, you need to get a mentor.
Hey.
I'm willing to put the time in. It's not... I know I'm not readily available all the time, but I'm willing to consult.
Listen, I just need the crash course training for this little bit of a week.
Yes.
And a lifeline. Like, I'm not going to abuse it, but if I'm like SOS I don't know, Henry tried cocaine for the first time. Help. How am I supposed to get him out of this one? Like, I need somebody
Of course.
to cry to.
Oh,
Not literally, but
I will.
no, please.
I
Not literal.
I will accept your bitching as long as it
Okay.
fits into my schedule.
Okay, I'll accept that.
All right. And what is your third question? Now, this doesn't just have to relate to Henry. That was the purpose, but there is still the period of time. Because there will be a couple rolls attached to this week based off of what's going on.
Okay.
Like, again, you are speaking with someone who is on the Council of Barons. Like, you know that they are very much the social mouthpiece of the council. They do have other skills, like running a business, etiquette. In that time, you are going to see that she is masterful when it comes to performance, anything persuasion, and anything dance related. She is probably one of the top 5 in the world.
Okay.
No, I'd say top 10, not top 5. For actual talent.
My third question would be about my haven, the people I'm working with.
Hell yeah.
How do I trust them and work cohesively with them? Because they're a little bit weird.
Define weird, because it's different for every coterie.
We're just a very diverse group, and I'm noticing one of us gets into trouble a lot, and he doesn't know how to listen to directions.
Okay.
Another one I'm pretty sure is like a cult leader or running a cult.
Okay.
I don't know. He kind of creeps me out sometimes. And the third one, I'm not really sure what their skill is. I wasn't there. Apparently there was a fight and I wasn't there. But I don't know. I just have my doubts about him.
Okay. First of all, for the being different and unique part. Sure, I will give you some insights into me for this one because it will help express the difficulties in working with people.
Oh, okay.
In life, I started off my career and ended up being turned because I had the oldest profession in the world. Wow, you really did. You didn't even learn, like, little droplets of information that are, like, really bad trivia? Okay, understood.
D student, like I said. I mean, it's just...
When I was living, I was a streetwalker. I continued that for a lot of my life, even as a kindred. I have seen horrible, horrible situations. I, at one point, was involved in the start of the adult film industry behind the scenes. In fact, I still have connections to adult entertainment within the city.
You trying to, like, recruit me or something? I mean, you don't have to ask that hard. I mean,
If
sure.
you want to make a lot of money, sure. But it does take up a fair amount of time, and you can go through a lot of blood in the process.
I'll just stick to what I'm doing. Thank you, though.
A lot of blush of life.
Okay.
But so there is me, the businesswoman, the prostitute turned businesswoman. There is Cheshire, the housewife who lost her husband turned ruthless hyper-intelligent mogul. And then you have a goddamn military general who has yet to miss a single shot he's ever taken. And somehow we make it work.
Okay. So why do you think it works for you guys, even though you're so different? I mean,
because we know what each other's talents are and we know where we fit. We also know in a fight that we have each other's backs. I know that Dover's not going to go do something stupid like shooting somebody in the knee without using a silencer in the middle of a neighborhood if I'm trying to negotiate. Now, he might do that if he needs to cause a distraction, but I can somewhat predict what he's going to do in most situations.
We need to, like, trust each other, is what you're saying?
You've been a coterie for how long?
5 years.
No, that's how long you've been a kindred for.
Oh, sorry, coterie.
Yes, you've been together in your coterie for how long?
Oh, what's today's date?
That's actually a very good question. Hold on. I have been updating this, so I can give you that answer. Today's date would be happening on the 13th, I would say.
That long.
Fantastic. Well, we have been a coterie up here for about 100 years.
Ooh. I'm going to stick around with these guys for 100 years? Okay.
Oh, the amount of times we've damn near killed each other is impressive.
I mean, what, we're 13 days in and I've already wanted to kill a couple of them, a couple times, so...
Like, and we're not even Dover's first coterie.
Huh.
Dover was with a group before us. At least one. You know why Dover is famous, correct? At least within the Anarchs.
His personality.
Oh, God, no. Everyone who meets him wants to slap him in the face.
I know, that was my bitchiness coming out.
Beautiful. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
No. You're aware of the hellhole known as New York City, correct?
Yes.
He got into the core to break out council members from Los Angeles and Chicago before it fell. Now, those cities aren't doing so well now, but he survived New York. The rest of his coterie died there.
Oof. I mean, maybe I won't.
And he came out the other side not traumatically scarred. I have heard rumors of him scaling a 200-story building on the outside while fighting off gargoyles?
Sorry, what now? I gotta worry about gargoyles too? That's the thing?
Not here. The city's not old enough.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
At least not that we're aware of, but...
It's concerning.
That's what I mean. When you're dealing with Dover... Do you know who Scott Eastwood is?
No.
He's an actor. He's starting to move into the role that his father once was in the world of acting, who's Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, okay.
If you're aware of who Clint Eastwood is, that's Dover. Dover's an old, grumpy asshole with a good heart. That's him.
really deep down, right? Like really, really deep down. Good heart.
Oh,
not like
no, 100%.
Way deep down. Like
100%.
you gotta climb in there, rip it open.
It's
oh, that's not the heart.
It's like
over there.
It's like a full voyage at sea to get to get to him being nice to you. At least openly nice.
Okay.
But like, if you look at what he's done, he took down a building for your coterie because he vouched for you.
And I would just like to apologize on behalf of them. Can you see why I'm having some doubts? Like, I left for like what, a couple days now.
100%. No. It's noted that that you're here while the world falls apart.
I just want you guys, my bosses, to know that I had nothing to do with that.
100%. And again, like, this does somewhat show that he pulled wild cards, but depending on how you handle it, will veer towards opinions. So.
Okay.
But yes, so effectively, he is your guy's mentor, and you are mentoring someone. Now, I don't think that he's a match for you because you're both stubborn assholes who like to be right.
I mean, yeah. I don't think me and Dover are ever gonna be friends.
Ask him about guns.
He did have a really nice gun.
He made it himself.
No way.
Yes. Hold on, walk with me. And going through Palace North, behind the counters, every so often there's a hidden space in a wall, underneath a counter, in a drawer, where there is guns hidden throughout the space. But I would like you to make me an intelligence firearms roll. So you have an extensive knowledge of guns. You cannot find any seams, any maker's marks, anywhere that would scrape a bullet to give indication as to what gun fired what projectile. Nowhere that a clip would scrape. Nothing. Like, these are the closest you would get to, like, if a James Bond film said, here, this gun does not leave marks on things.
Listen, I think Dover's really, and you can't tell him this, okay? This is like between mentor to mentor, okay? Like, I'm assuming mentors and mentoree have like a safe space where we can't divulge what we talk about.
Well, if someone asks politely, it shouldn't even be a mentor-mentoree thing. It should be a common courtesy.
Okay, well, don't tell him I said this. I have like a tiny bit of respect for Dover, even though sometimes he kind of scares me, but like kind of stirs something up inside of me the way he scares me. But anyways, that's another conversation.
She's going to make a roll on that. This is going to be Wit's Insight. You roll Wit's Deception. Sorry, no. Wit's Performance. Wit's Performance. Because this is you in the moment. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's a tie. Okay. There is no there's no further. Well, no, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I just maybe one day we'll build a relationship to a point where we can just talk about guns.
You have all the time in the world, unless you walk out into the sun. But
yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I know. Even if that's a plan, it's still difficult to do because your beast will try and pull you away from the pain.
Yeah.
Okay. So based off of what you asked, as we fade, there will be 3 rolls that I need you to make.
Okay.
Now, for your first question.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to be I'm going to say Wits Resolve. Because the first topic was very much outside of Poppy's wheelhouse. But Caroline, every episode gets one. Outside of Caroline's wheelhouse. Like, she hasn't, in a while, hadn't had someone being like, no, do the fucking thing. And not even in a way that you can rebel against. Like, it was the most gentle, do the thing.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So I have that noted down. As for the second one of how do you teach someone to survive?
Yeah.
Do you have a role that you think would fit that? Because this is going to be reminiscent of you walking Henry through with guidance some of the things that you think he needs.
Okay, the first thing I would say is composure, because I feel like that's maybe
patience.
Yeah.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Okay.
That is you not just storming off.
You're right. And maybe like resolve or intelligence.
I'm gonna say you're probably looking more at
Or at streetwise.
Streetwise or academics.
Okay. We'll go with streetwise then.
Okay. Yeah, because this is the teaching aspect of it. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And last but not least, how do you work with your crazy coterie? This one might not be one of your best roles, but this is going to be intelligence academics. This is going to be your ability to recall what you've seen in actions and little details that trigger and things like that.
Okay. Sorry, that was what in academics?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. So you spend time working with Siasi for that in that first week and a couple days. You're working with Henry. You're going through. Overall, a fair amount of it sinks in. Like, it's very much... It's the case that it's a gentle hand. But it's a gentle hand that whenever you try and pull away, just squeezes.
Okay, I got it.
Like, you can tell that she's like, no. I'm not going to step down because that's an uncomfortable question.
Okay.
All right. In that first week, who would like to go next out of the Rev and Aramis?
I'll go next.
All right.
So, the first thing Aramis is going to do is get the phone back to the venue discreetly.
Okay, that will be a very simple dex stealth roll. If you want to use your disciplines, they will affect it.
Okay, cool.
Wait, you don't even need to roll for that. You don't even need to roll for that. You can just go invisible.
Can I?
Yeah, your Cloak of Shadows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have Cloak of Shadows.
I do indeed have Cloak of Shadows.
Yeah, with Cloak of Shadows, you're golden. Like, you have the time to plan when to go, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So he's going to get that back to the venue. Then he's going to... he would probably discuss shortly with the Rev about what to do precisely in realm of getting territory or where they should start, since the whole dog thing didn't turn out well. and he's considering trying to look into downtown. Or
About claiming territory or finding, like, give me more details on that.
about finding a lead or something that they could do to progress and make it look good on themselves.
Okay. The best thing about to do that would probably be developing contacts. Because, like, if you don't have an ear to the pavement, it's hard to know which direction to follow.
Okay.
That's even how you got into this whole situation, because you have connections via name and reputation into the fight world. Right?
Okay,
so
yeah.
now
Yeah.
it can be the Rev. Now you can both try and pull on the strings that you have to try and get something.
Well, he would. Well, Aramis would lean more towards the Rev for that because of this whole drug thing he has going on. Because
Makes
from his
sense.
past knowledge, he could have surmised that he probably knows. He would know more about the whole situation.
Okay, so I'll say that we'll leave that up to the Rev to see what he does with that. But other than that, what else are you doing with the downtime? Because you have time, and training doesn't need to be a worrisome thing. You can try and set up other fights. You can do various things. You can look into what's going on as a result.
Oh yeah.
Like this can be in any sort of aspect of the game that's been touched on or hasn't been touched on yet.
Okay. Yeah, he would look into maybe setting something up for more income, and possibly every time once in a while checking on Efrys and making sure that he's all right.
Yeah. Okay. So Efrys perfectly fine as long as you keep him where he is. Looking into more income. How are you doing that? Are you looking into underground stuff? Are you looking into legitimate income? What's the path?
He's looking for more legitimate, also in things pertaining to Uhiku as well. If he's to see if those like rumors, quote unquote, are true.
The rumors of what?
Of him coming to the north.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So looking into the rumors and getting that income will probably cover your 2 weeks. It's the rumors that are really the long-term problem. Because the first one is very simple to deal with unless you mess it up. You do know someone who would easily be able to connect you to someone who's looking for a better sparring partner or a trainer in their coming up. And that would be Lawrence Powers.
Yeah. Yeah, he would talk to Lawrence on that.
Okay, do you go in person or do you give him a call?
No, he'll go in person because just for general respect and talking face to face and that kind of matter.
Hell yeah.
Especially with his aid.
So you show up. He is in his office at the time that you show up. You don't have to knock on the door. If his door is open, feel free to walk in. If his door is closed, don't touch it. That is his that is his rule. And his door is open.
Right, yeah, he'll walk in.
Oh, what's up, kid? How you doing? You're looking great.
Thanks. I was wondering. I wanted to ask you something. If you don't mind.
Shoot.
He'll take a seat. There was some rumors of a trainer, Ichigo Avon, I believe.
Oh, yeah, no, man. I wish. He's looking around. He's really trying to catch. From what I heard, he's trying to see where someone catches his eye and then go there.
Oh, do you know where he usually? Well, I guess what kind of places he usually shows up at?
He doesn't like to. Right now, he's not watching the big league stuff, but he's watching like the minor, like the streamed stuff, televised stuff, things like that. He's not worried about UFC and all that. I believe his last words were, "Most of those bums are getting too old to even walk in the shadow of the next generation."
Whoa, he was always the tough one, wasn't he? Well,
yeah, he doesn't believe in training science, analytics, any of that stuff. He just says, "Do it," and then you do it, and then you win.
You two are quite different. Like, I can respect the difference.
Yeah, like, you know that the last person that left his camp left because they got tired of aggravating old injuries, and they said they needed to get to relearn the basics. After they left, they went on a 4-fight losing streak. But yeah, no, that's all I know. If you can get onto some of the cards and put some good performances, that'll probably set you up.
Do you have any idea where those mates be?
I got a contact or two. I'll put the word out.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much, Lawrence.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Let me know if you need anything or wants me to continue to promote your lovely gym.
Oh, you're
Which,
kidding
thank
me.
you
I
for
always
letting me work,
appreciate
man.
promotion. I always appreciate it, and you know you'll never have to pay if you come train here. So
No, I make it a ritual, as you've seen.
I accept donations. That's it. Like, it's the mortgage is covered, so
I understand.
I'm saving up for the I'm saving up for expansion, but I don't think I'll get there before I'm gone.
Don't say that. That's you'll have time.
I know I don't look it, but I'm getting up there, kid. It's not every day they turn 72.
Right, but that punch you threw me like 2 weeks, a week ago. That was something.
And I
Yeah.
was still feeling it in my back until yesterday.
But you still have the power.
My
Hence your name.
my chiropractor gets just as much money as my ex-wife.
Oh, that is should handle. Oh no. You'll be fine.
No. It's a great situation. It didn't go to court or anything. It was resolved. You know, it's more the fact that she has difficulty finding work, and we're older, and what am I gonna do with the money? You know.
Yeah, it's well then the elderly don't really. They stop caring after a while, but you know it's great to show respect to the.
I wish my kid would think that way. Either way.
Kids are a bitch. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I also had him later in life too, so it was a bit of a rough time. Playing with him was tough, but no, I wouldn't say he's a bitch. He's just focused. Anything else? Anything else I can help you with though? I got a class starting in about 20 minutes, and I gotta limber up.
I can't think of anything at the moment, but I could just definitely help you limber up before I go.
Oh, jeez, no, I'm good. Appreciate
All
it
right.
though. You know that he refuses to let anybody help him move anything, shovel anything. Like, he is so stubborn. Like, there has been a time where, because the building's on a corner, in the middle of a snowstorm, every 2 hours he cleared the street because he wanted to make sure people could move, and at that point he was 65. Like, independence is his thing.
Oh yeah, he understands that.
Yep.
Does that mean he never helped? Probably. No, probably not. He helped at one point.
He'll accept the help, 100%,
Yeah.
and he's gracious for it. But like, it's that sort of like jabful, like the jab of you don't have to do this. I got it covered. But if you want, the entire time.
Yeah. In that regard, Aramis will probably like do one or two things to to help him set up for the next thing that he does, and then go.
Yep, 100%. And yeah, it's the same thing. All right. So for that one, I think I know what that role will be. How are you going about getting the information beyond Lawrence?
He would try to,
because you still don't know what organizations he's watching, current fighters he's watching to get connected and maybe fight them. Like, there's a whole lot more details missing.
he would go to where maybe some other gyms, or maybe some other fighting, smaller fighting areas, and see if people are speaking about it, and just try to subtly sneak in, twist some words, see what happens, and try to ink out information bit by bit rather than being brazen and forward.
I absolutely love it. That is going to be manipulation plus persuasion or subterfuge, one of the two. How many successes was that?
3.
Okay. With 3 successes, you get a couple of fight camps that he's interested in, but you don't get specific organizations and fighters. However, you do know that he has completely ruled out Los Angeles, because he does not want to deal with people from Los Angeles.
Understandable.
Okay, so that will be your first week. Actually, no. For the roll with Lawrence, I want you to make me a... I'm going to say that this will actually use your brawl. This will be intelligence brawl. Okay, you got 4. You will actually get a little bit of funds in that time from Lawrence for little bits of work that you've done in helping. Not from him, though. It'll be from little connections he has to other small fight promotions, little stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the way that will play out is you do have a temporary. With 4, I'll give you 2. With temporary, single use 2 dot of resource.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So it's not the equivalent of that over the month, but that level of purchase. Rev, what does your first week look like?
Well, I think Rev has a desire that's been building up for a while. That is to make sure that the company that employed that Henry's poor brother is paying a little bit of compensation to him.
Okay.
Since I noted who hired that poor was his name Oskren or something? Is that his name? Or Henry's brother's name? Was it? I'm just trying to... His name was in the paper, right? So we would have had his...
100%.
But I just want to pay. I just want to pay a visit to Tommy.
All right.
And so one of the things I want to do, over this 2 weeks, there's just I got that experience. There's just 2 things I want to spend it on.
Hell yeah.
The one is to get that obfuscate.
Beautiful. What are you getting when you increase obfuscate?
Well, just to level 1, so it's the one where if you're still, no one sees you.
Got it. Hell yeah.
Okay. And since I've been spending a lot of time looking out of car windows for things. I just want to get one dot in awareness.
Not a problem. That getting one dot in awareness, it just naturally happens as you become a little more paranoid.
Yeah. So if I know we're going to have some time, then what I want to do is I want to, and this is part of the building up awareness and the not being seen thing, is I'm going to go like outside of Tommy's is he like a brownstone or does he doesn't have a full mansion, does he?
No, he doesn't have a full mansion. It's in between.
Okay.
It's a larger house, and it's definitely unique design, but it is in an area that would be more brownstone, like residential. It's just the nicest house in his neighborhood.
Okay. So I'm going to like go there one night.
Okay.
And well, I guess not like so. Oh, well, I'll go do some midnight, some late night masses with the sinners.
Absolutely.
We're all sinners.
What is the content of the 2 weeks of each of the late night masses?
Oh, well, one is going to be about turning the other cheek, because as was missed in that recap, the Rev offered himself to Dover to get hit first. So, you know, and how the grace of God will spare you. And I guess in the second week it would be, well, I think it depends on what happens with Tommy.
Beautiful. We'll touch on it then.
And so I go to, I just go outside his house, and I suppose I see his car's not there, and I just wait. Or if he's
what time of day do you go outside his house?
Oh, like I'd probably get there by, because I'd be busing it or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta rouse. Let me rouse. Oh, I'm a little hungrier.
Okay.
And so just brought blush of life, right?
Yep.
And or I guess I better do a rouse check for that evening, right?
Nope. Don't worry about rouse checks
okay.
for the process. I already know how I'm gonna work that out.
Oh yes, right. So yeah, I'll just wait till, if he's home, I'll go up to the door. If he's not home, I'll just wait outside at his driveway.
It looks like he's home.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's home.
So I'll go up and either to his, I assume he's got a little buzzer thing.
He does.
And I will buzz in.
You would actually know, in his house, he has a separate entrance for his home workspace. So there's his house, there's his garage, and then he built on top of the garage a home office that is not connected to the house.
And does it have a separate?
Yes.
Okay,
like,
so I'll go to that one.
Separate power, like it's separate everything.
Separate access, even from the outside. No, okay. Well, I'll go to that one and knock on that door.
Yeah.
Hit the buzzer there.
From the little PA, you hear, Tommy Gordon here. How can I help you?
Hey, hoser.
You normally call. Hold on, get up here, bastard. And he'll bzzz, to open it.
Okay. Well, I'll go in. Den of sin and corruption.
Oh yeah, you walk up. This place has awards, like award plaques on the walls of like from like Better Business Bureaus and business conduct. Like vistas
I look
of
at it and
vacation
pop my bangs
spots,
back in.
like vistas of vacation spots that normally people just buy pictures of, but you know that he went there and took the got someone to take the pictures there. He is at home, but still in dress pants with slippers on, where he has his shoes in the corner. Dress shirt, and he is wearing a tie, but the tie's not done up.
What are you, Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers, no, I'm a presentable businessman. What are you?
I'm a man
Mother
of the
Teresa?
people. You know, I was reading an interesting book it's an old book. You know, I don't think she was as nice as people say. She was, she never really wanted to help people out of their station. You know, I think that there is something holy about people who are poor, but, you know, I think they'll still be holy if they're not poor.
All right, listen, I'm not talking about religion. You know I don't know shit about religion.
Yes, I do, and that's not what I came here to talk about.
Of course, no. How have you been, man? It's been some time.
Good. Things are good. We just got some more beds put in through through Ward 50, and yeah, it's some good stuff.
Hell yeah! Where'd you get those?
Well, I mean, the council voted those through. Yeah.
Like, if you want, like, I got connections to some like furniture stuff. I got connections to other things. If you want me to.
Oh, we don't not the physical bit. I mean, they're paid for. The city's paid for.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I mean, heck, yeah. You know, if you want to give me a connection for someone who can provide some cheaper beds, that's great. Yeah, I'll
I don't know
take
if they're
it.
cheaper, but like business is great. We can call it a charity thing, and then we can figure out the payments and all of that shit. Like it's.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Well. Yeah, so, you know, I was watching the news the other day that poor, there's, you know, that psycho running all across town, chased by the police.
Yeah, apparently you were involved in some way.
I just happened to be going by it. But
yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, that must have been traumatic, man. How are you holding up? I expected a phone call afterwards, but...
Well, I was somewhat preoccupied. There was at one. I don't know if this is connected or not, but at one point, it seemed like this is what drew me to the scene, and maybe drew this other poor, drug-addled individual. Someone got shot.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, you want a coffee?
Sure, 2 sugars.
Perfect. And he will get himself the equivalent of like an extra large coffee and present you with the same.
Okay, great.
He put in 3 sugars because that's the way he drinks it.
Mm-hmm.
He totally didn't pay attention to the fact that he said 2.
Well, it's an extra large, so I'm already making excuses for him in my head.
But yeah, no. What's going on?
Well, you know, one thing that it just came to me, as I was, trying to do some administration in a hospital that poor lad was in, is that it turns out, I guess he's one of the family's drivers.
Absolutely, he is 100%.
Yeah, so I mean, I leave all that to you, of course, and I don't partake in the business at all. But I just wanted to make sure that, the company does something good for him.
Yeah, no, we absolutely will. We've put into process we've doubled his his sick days for his tenure, which means he has from this point on about 2 weeks to get back to work. If he isn't back to work within that time, there will be a payout of 2 months worth of wages based off of his standard delivery income. And we got him covered.
Was he a full-time driver?
He was just getting to full time. Before that, he was doing something else, but he decided to make the important switch over to a better career.
Yeah, and I think we should, reward him for that, right? Like, we shouldn't just give him the part-time, 2 months of part-time. We should give him 2 months of the full-time.
Why would I do that? He just turned full-time.
I know, and
covered the probationary period. So
and while
I have to cover company protocol. Like, you know how the business was before I took over, right? Like, I just don't want to go back to that because, like, the parents were like scrounging and scraping for stuff, and like it was rough.
I agree with protocol.
But see, this is where
I
I'm
do
confused,
protocol all the time.
because you're telling me not to go with protocol, but you're saying
Well,
agree
what
with
I'm
protocol.
saying is we see here a unique event, and unique events, like the miracles of the Lord, are not bound by protocol. They are things that we have to rise up to the occasion for.
You know what? And I'm sure that he will rise out of this no matter what happens. And if he wants to get back to work, he'll hunker down and get back to work.
Tommy, have you heard the, some decades ago, there was a huge flood that flooded New Orleans.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And
actually, like that picture right there is the recovery and the way that it looks now. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, it's quite beautiful. But during that time, many people had to leave. People had to leave the flooding.
Yeah.
They were taken away. And there was one older gentleman lived in New Orleans all his life, and the waters of Katrina came in. And while the waters were rising, someone came by in their SUV, and they said to him, "Old man, would you come with us? We'll take you out." He said, No, the Lord will provide. And later, as the flood waters rose, some young folks came by in a canoe, and they said, "Old man, come with us. The Lord will provide." And come with us. And he said, No, the Lord will provide. They left. And then the waters rose so far, he had to go up on his roof. And a helicopter came by. Helicopter came by, Tommy.
Whoa.
And they said,
Dave. Is there a point to this story? Like I got work I got to do, and now you're rambling.
No, there's a point here, Dave.
Okay, so what's the point?
There's a point here, Tommy. The helicopter came, and the man said, No, I'll stay here in my home. The Lord will provide. And the helicopter left in there, and then the floodwaters rose, and the poor man drowned.
Okay, so he should.
Then he gets up to the pearly gates. And he says, "St. Peter, I thought the Lord would provide." And St. Peter said to him, "Old man, the Lord provided you with a gentleman in an SUV and a couple in a canoe and one of the Lord's own helicopters, and you refuse them every time. It is up to us to rise to the occasion, to be the good in the world, to help others."
Mm-hmm.
I believe that this is a good thing for our company to show that we're helping others, not shutting out the Lord's goodness.
Okay, cool. You can bring the Lord's goodness all you want, but I doubled his vacation days. Like, I doubled his sick days.
This poor man's going to need more than 2 weeks.
He's already had like a week. He's already gone through his vacation days.
As I understand, he had significant problems with his knee. He's going to need some kind of therapy for a while.
Okay, so we'll pay
him. 2 months of... You're going to pay for that therapy?
No,
That's great. Thank you so much, Tommy, for saying you'll pay for that therapy.
That's pay him his
more
wage.
Generous than I can even imagine, Tommy.
Jeez, we're going to get into this again.
I will go to my friends at City Hall and tell them how the company is doing this for this poor driver, paying for this therapy. I can't imagine all the good people at City Hall who will have positive views. They go to a lot of restaurants too, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm not worried about people who go to restaurants. People who go to restaurants,
and they cater a lot of events too, don't they? They have
I'm not a caterer. Do I have like on one of those tall hats or something? No, I'm a businessman.
How can this help your business? This positive
I've done what I can.
Advertising.
Like, if you're going to keep pushing this, I'm going to have to ask you to leave because we're not going to agree. And it's unfortunate. Like, I love you. You're my brother. But, like, mom and dad running the business, it wasn't going anywhere. It was dying. And I can't break protocol or else it's going to die. Then what am I going to do for my family? We won't be able to go on 4 vacations a year. Like, we'll have to ignore the life experiences and the crafting of great human beings that we're doing. I just can't afford that.
Well, Tommy, I tried to do the Lord's work here today, and you know what? I have places to be tonight.
Perfect. Why don't you go give him a sermon to inspire him to get better faster? That'll help out.
Well, I think I'll do that. Thank you for, again, reinforcing my faith in humanity, Tommy.
Cool. You can get the door on the way out, right?
Oh, yes. I'll take the coffee, by the way. I'll like out with me.
Cool.
So I didn't get my willpower, but at the same time,
He just
the
gets
core of
head down back to
the rev
work.
is good. Yes. Oh yes. Okay. So I guess this the sermon will include that story about the old man.
I love it.
It will be about that we have to do acts here of good in the world. So what else? Oh, so I guess then I will check in with Aramis and see what else should be done. We might want to do. I can't remember what it was.
Do you think?
Oh, the dreaded mute button has killed us.
There you go. Yeah.
No. Do your thing.
I fixed it. But
Yeah, so you are at the Haven, and indeed consult.
But we need to figure out how to expedite our mission, our task, or whatever the fuck we're gonna call it at this point.
Well, I think we should perhaps do a little less. Do more by doing less.
What do you mean?
I mean, we know where to look.
Right?
We've had a weird thumb guy.
Yeah.
Whatever area that was. I think we just watch. Watch for a while. See what happens. See who the players are there. Because maybe if the weird thumb guy was related to the Sabbat, we try and get them to see who might lead us there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to spend some nights staked out there.
I can do the same.
I mean, I do have some commitments, but when I'm not doing the work for men, I could do the Lord's work and help us find the Sabbat.
Mm-hmm. And what say you if I find someone that I feel needs questioning immediately?
Immediately? Well, I would counsel patience.
I don't have much of that, especially after
that's
everything.
the thing. I think we should think about maybe we don't need to do some things immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna cut that there, because that's an absolutely beautiful moment to just rest on. Efrys, this is not going to be what you would do. However, in your state, do you think that Nigel would reach out to the coterie in any way, or would take any actions because of what happened? Because you know that he also does have connections to Dover, so he would be aware of the entirety of what went on.
Yeah, if he knew what happened,
He would know as much as Dover knew.
He might actually retrieve me from our safe house.
Absolutely. Would he do that ASAP, or would he give it some time?
He probably would do it pretty soon after he learned that I was just unconscious there.
Okay. So in that case, that night that the Rev is speaking with Tommy, Aramis, you are at the Haven, and you will get a knock on the door. Very polite knock.
Aramis will cautiously answer. That's a hello.
You see a familiar sight to someone you have had a singular meeting with. Nigel Church.
Nigel's correct. What are you doing here?
Well, it has come to my attention that my associate is in a bit of a rough patch.
Rough, Steve. Either way, and I'll just step aside from the door, just gesture me come in.
Oh, I'm not going in there.
Oh, you're not?
Absolutely not. I'm not. It's not up to my standard. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, do it yourself.
He'll look in and be like, "Don't get me wrong. It's not bad, but if I have no reason to enter in there, I don't want to."
Okay, then what can I do you for this meeting?
Please bring me the body.
Okay. And I'll look towards where they laid Efrys, and I'll go over and quite limberly and easily pick him up.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. By the way, how has everything been despite this craziness with one punch to the jaw?
It's been interesting, calmer. I guess not even calmer. We've had it gave us the time to breathe, the time to think.
That is always something notable and useful.
Very much so.
Yes, when he comes back, I'm going to try and talk a little bit of sense into him and see if he's forgetting some of the lessons I've given him on a couple of things.
Right. Do you need me to carry him to your car?
Oh, yes, please. I'm sorry. I don't carry things. And again, his outfit, it's completely not practical despite the jacket. Other than the jacket.
Yeah, we'll come up and I'll oh, it's one of these.
Either way, yes. He will be brought to a car. And just outside of the car there will be if you are in need of any other services, do note I am available. If you can figure out how to contact me, because I'm not giving you my number.
Right, I understand.
Yes, no, that's a very delicate piece of information.
If I'm in urgent need of some, I honestly don't know what the fuck you do, but I'll contact Efrys.
Oh, of course, yes. One thing that I will give you, though, as a group to know, if you do find yourself in the more independent areas of town, avoid the sunrise night market.
Okay, might I ask why?
If anything goes awry in that space, you probably won't leave. And I've seen that you and your group have a penchant for falling off the rails.
Alright, so I know the to tell not to go there, got it.
Yes, if you do need to get some lovely clothes or some traditional Eastern fare, it is the best place in the city.
Oh, actually, my main needs a suit. Suit.
Depending on your price, they have phenomenal suits, all different price ranges. Nothing that I would buy because all of my stuff is custom, but for someone as simple as yourself, yes.
Right, simple. Not. So.
It's not meant to be an insult by any means. It's the fact that you don't have a flair for fashion.
That's never been quite my thing. I've never been a model or anything, so it's not my forte.
As I can tell.
Mm-hmm. No need to be extra in life like this, especially how long we got. But I'll if I need to have a conversation, I'll definitely ask Efrys for your to talk to you. That's about it.
Perfect. I love it. Well, enjoy. And try to lay low. I don't know if you are all capable of that, but at least make an attempt.
I'll lay as low as the anyone in the cemetery. Got it.
That was good. I like that one. You do have a personality under all of that brooding. Keep it up. And he will get into his car and leave without even giving like an actual goodbye. He will wave, but
Aramis does not look precisely happy, but he's fine with the outcome of that conversation.
Mm-hmm. Like Nigel's a hard guy to read too. Like Nigel is, he overshares, but at the same time he doesn't share at all.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you're over exaggerating on the outside so people don't ask and can make assumptions based on what they see rather than...
Make a wit's insight. There isn't going to be a punishment for that for that 10. With that roll, you pick up on something else. It's not protection, and it's not so people don't ask. It's so people never feel the need to ask. But not from a point of safety.
Oh. Okay. Sized up well enough.
Alright, so we have the 2 weeks covered for Aramis. Rev, we have 1 week covered. Carolyn, we have 1 week covered. Carolyn, you would be out of the sort of education program, but you would have CIC's contact number. What are you doing for the week?
Okay, there's one really big thing I want to be doing in the background of both weeks.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, who was it? Okay, Howard. I have his Instagram that I'm trying to post about to find the secret tattoo guy, right?
Yes.
So in the background, I'm just posting like a bunch of things of like, oh man, looking for a sick tattoo in the area. Anybody know? And like just like liking a bunch of tattoo stuff. Like I'm really trying to get to like the tattoo side of Instagram. And maybe and letting him still post about his sad life, and like I'm encouraging him like, hey, make sure to post about, work today, and it's like really depressing selfie of his shitty life.
Okay. This one is going to be manipulation and technology. Again,
okay,
you have to try and duplicate his style of posting.
Okay, I'm gonna rouse for this.
Cool. So you forcibly make your brain to work harder. You do not get hungrier, and you do get to add a die.
Okay, and sorry, what was it one more time?
Manipulation and technology.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I let's see how you do. See, the problem is, like, Howard's posts are just bland. So if you put any personality into it, which is your go-to, it doesn't seem like him.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna just keep trying anyway, and just keep trying to like logging in, just looking up tattoo posts too. Like, cause I'm not only posting as him, I'm also like looking at advertisements. So like,
100%.
if you went for like his Discover page, it would just be like all tattoo stuff.
If you now look at his Discover page, there's a lot of real bad tattoo work, and
Okay.
like people posting about about the meanings of their tattoos.
Okay, sure. I'll accept it. I'm trying.
One question I have you gone into work since this story has began?
I was gonna say this next week I'm gonna go make an appearance at work. I feel like I need to clear my mind and get back to what I love and know. So I'm gonna go to work.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you go into work. How many days? Because you can pick up shifts, especially because you're this enigma.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you ask, when you ask management, they will usually move things around
Yeah.
because you are very charismatic.
Mm-hmm. And when I am working, I make sure to like really updo like my stunningness. So it's like it's a whole show if you come.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. I can totally see it.
Okay.
How many days?
I
are you
would
working?
probably. It's been a stressful couple of weeks.
It has.
So I'm probably gonna, just work through the week because there's nothing really much going on. I'm mentoring, and just I need me time.
All right.
So like for 5 days, I'm mentoring or I'm at work.
All right. So you are at work. As always, there's a couple of new people. Some of them don't try and get to know anybody because they've been through this whole experience at least one too many times.
Yeah.
But in this small French restaurant, Le Beau Parfait, there is... I'll put it in the chat. There is a very interesting sense of family. And this is actually where you do have interaction, not on the phone, with Howard. In this time, he's still the busboy.
Oh, Howard.
He's mid-20s. He has his smart serve, but they keep on giving him reason as to why they don't move him up.
Mm.
And you have to deal with that because you're in the kitchen.
Well, immediately when I get to work, the first thing I say to Howard is, hey loser, how's it going?
Oh, I'm good. I'm actually... They're depending on how I do, they're considering moving me up. Like one of the guys told me that.
Yeah, sure, Howard. Sure.
I'm
gonna go do some actual work now.
When he says that, it's not... One of management told me that.
Yeah.
It's one of the guys in the kitchen told me that. But yeah, all right. I'm going to need from you what role do you think you would use to work? It can be just getting better tips, like as part of schmoozing the front of house staff. It can be a variety of things because restaurants are an interesting workplace.
Yeah, Caroline doesn't really care about the money. She has other resources for that. It's more about, it's just like she wants to be known as like the best at this because she feels like this is her area.
Hell yeah. If you want to be the best at this, you are going to have to make composure plus, let me look at your character sheet. Do you have a cooking specialty anywhere?
Maybe craft, but no.
I'll allow craft or performance. One of the two.
Say which one's better. Hold on.
Yeah, because this is basically how are you handling the very different stress of the environment.
I am gonna rouse for this.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't get hungrier.
All right. So craft and you said composure?
100%.
Okay.
This is how you handle the heat. because this is on the line, and you are in a classically trained, like,
French.
French restaurant. So, like, the person, the head chef, isn't on the line.
Right.
It's either the head chef on the opposite side of the line saying, give me this now, give me this now, give me this now, and the sous chef making sure it's getting done, or the sous chef on the other side and one of the higher up staff members taking his spot.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. For that process, you're gonna have to make a choice here.
Okay.
Do you want to piss off the wait staff? But because of bitching about them taking things when you did not, throughout the entire time, when you did not say this is good to go, or when they were not told to, explicitly told to do so? Or do you want to piss off the kitchen by somewhat micromanaging and doing everyone's job for them just a little bit?
The kitchen for sure. And it's not even just that. It's that I think I'm better than everybody.
Got it. Roll me a d10.
Oh no. I hate when you do this.
You're getting real lucky. You don't do it enough that you get called into the chef's office.
Okay, cool.
Beyond that, at the restaurant there is one more thing that you know might not be the healthiest thing to deal with. You've spent a lot of time compared to most people with Howard.
Okay, yeah.
And Howard has this pipe dream of dating one of the waitresses.
Yeah, I remember that.
He adores her.
Mm-hmm.
And near the end of the night on one of the later shifts of the week, as everyone's getting done, he's like, can I talk to you for a second about something? I got an idea that I want to run by you.
Oh, one of your brilliant ideas. Yeah, sure. What's up?
All right, cool. I'll get us a couple drinks too, just at the bar real quick before we. Yeah. So you know Chelsea, right? The other day, she said that she really liked flowers.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't in the conversation, but I heard it.
Of course.
What if I took her to asked her to like go to like a garden or something to get to know each other? Like, would that be weird? Like, I know we haven't talked super a lot, but I figured I might just something casual, like a garden tour or something. Like,
I mean, I am sure when she said she liked flowers, it wasn't like I love strolling through gardens to hang out with strangers I barely know to look at flowers. It was more of like I like to receive flowers from a significant other.
But if that's not, how do I then get into sort of do that? Because like, listen. She looked at me at one of the staff parties, and like it was magical. I can't give up on magic, you know.
Listen, Howard, have you even talked to her yet? I mean, last time we talked, you haven't even talked to this girl. Have you at least said hi to her yet?
Of course, yeah. Like I've said hello and like to groups walking by and like waved and all that stuff. I've put
to her
in.
Specifically. Like, have you said hello? I am Howard.
Oh, she knows I'm Howard. A name tag.
Okay, Howard. I think for your situation, it's best if you just start with conversation. Just ask her how work's going, how her day is. Like, hey, I'm Howard. I work here too. I just want to know how your day was going. But not in that way that you do where it's like really intense. Like, can you just kind of like do it like in a chill way? Like, hey, how you doing? Not like Howard way. Just
like a hey. How are you?
No. Absolutely not, Howard. That's what we're trying to avoid. Like, just say it like a normal human being. Just start with that. Just, hey, I'm Howard.
Hey, I'm Howard.
You know, we've been working together for a while.
We've been working together for some time.
Thought I would just introduce myself officially.
I really wanted to introduce myself officially.
And just know how your day is going.
And get to know about you?
Just start with her day. Not about her, just her day.
Okay, I want you to roll me... Let's do charisma plus resolve, because this is going to take some effort to get into his head. Now, however, the amount of successes that you need is going to be either 5 or 4, depending on how he rolls on this. It could be 3, but I doubt it.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll this.
You're looking at
It's gonna
5.
be okay.
Okay. So you work with him a little bit, and it's almost okay.
Okay.
He picks a good time.
Okay.
Like, it's clearly relaxing. It's not a large group scenario or anything like that.
Okay.
However, he walks up, and the exact words that come out of his mouth, hello, you're Howard.
Hello.
I would really like to just kind of get to, like, chat and kind of see how your day's going.
Okay, am I like in the kitchen when I overhear this, or like?
Yes, you are just finishing cleaning something up, because he has all of his dishes
as
and stuff
soon
done.
as I hear this, I gotta protect my boy Howard a little bit. I'm just gonna like take something breakable and like throw it against the wall to make a giant diversion, just like crash or like scream like, oh no!
Roll wits plus oh, that's a good one. I like it. Oh, this is a toughie. Roll wits awareness. This is gonna be for you to pick up on the beat before it, like, the final line drops. Okay, you got 1 success. It's not as bad as it could have been, but there was a moment of, like, awkward.
Yeah.
Like, I should go clean that. I gotta go clean. And yeah, he will rush back.
Okay. And just later on, I will tell Howard that maybe he should try talking to girls that he just wants to be friends with before working his way up to this girl. Baby steps.
Cool. That one I will also need you to roll another wits resolve. Sorry, no, not wits resolve, but persuasion resolve.
Howard.
You helped him out compared to what he would have done. I'll give you that. But, yeah. All right. And with that, we come back to the last individual who does have a couple of weeks of downtime. Sorry, 1 week of downtime left. The Rev.
Yeah, so I think if Aramis tells the Rev about Nigel's visit, then there'll be a short rant about the evils of wealth. Which reminds Rev that we had that $12,000 to give to charity.
If the plan was still to give to charity.
Yeah, well, I think so. So I will take we'll put 2,000 in our rainy day fund, and I'll take I think it was 12,000. Was that?
Yep.
Okay, we'll put 2,000 in a cookie jar in the haven.
Is Carolyn made aware of this money?
I don't think we would have told Carolyn at any point about it.
Aramis, would you have told Carolyn about this money?
Oh God, no.
Okay. Cool. If that's the case, yeah.
The only person who would probably tell is the torpor, so we're good.
Carolyn is dealing with a not even arguably attractive, a very attractive young man, but he's just never had to develop a personality or social skills, so he's now suffering because of that. But yeah, what's the rep doing?
So 2,000 in the cookie jar. The other 10,000, I will figure a way to get them into some kind of shelter somewhere. Actually, no, 5,000. What's that?
You don't even need to figure a way. You have connections.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, like he can do that. Actually, but I think the other 5,000 will be mailed to Henry's brother. Harry's brother. Harry's, yeah. Because I feel bad about that. And then I'll do some. I'll spend, every night I'll do a little bit of, bureaucratic work for the church, because they do pay me and all that.
That takes
I'll
no time.
Yeah.
How are you scouting over the area that you know is troublesome?
Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to go to, there's streets there. They're not, especially in Toronto, there are streets that are major traffic for foot traffic, but not.
Yep, 100%.
And so I'm going to go to one of those high foot traffic areas in the area where we saw the I didn't see the signs, but I've been told we saw the signs in.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to park myself somewhere, lean against a wall, and essentially meditate. But I'll be developing that obfuscate so that I'm not noticed. I'm just going to stay there for days and just see what goes by.
Roll me resolve and stealth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see what you pick up in that time.
Okay, I'll rouse for this.
Hell yeah.
Let's. Oh, I get a little hungrier.
You do.
Fair enough. Stealth.
Resolve.
With resolve and one extra die.
All right.
Not enough to willpower there, but there you go.
With 2 successes, you did hit the threshold of what you were looking for, especially bringing in the fact of your new ability. Because I gave you 2 additional successes for that.
Oh, good.
On top of what you rolled. You see the usual things. You see this, you see that. However, there is one thing that is very interesting to you, because the area doesn't super make sense. There is a young woman who is handing out flyers and speaking to people about personal health. And she is wearing a jacket that is branded for apparently a health spa within the city.
Mm-hmm.
Let me confirm.
But this isn't their demographic.
Yeah, because where you're looking is very much downtown, urban, younger people. And as much as they will go every once in a while, you're looking for housewives and stuff like that, where money isn't a thing they have to worry about. It is for the Sparkling River Wellness Complex. And she's out every couple of nights. and she will politely approach people, various things, and yeah. And like she'll get some people to take cards and all of that, but this doesn't seem like the ideal clientele for that sort of thing.
Well, I'm not going to follow her because I told Aramis we just watch. But I will. Maybe that's another thing we should watch next week. Once we're back up to full strength. And I guess the only thing I have to do at the end of the week is do one more sermon.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no. This would be the one with the.
Yeah. So both your sermons are covered.
No.
Okay.
The evils of the rich man.
It's true.
Definitely talk about camels and needles.
With that being said, we are coming to the end of the torpor period. Now, for hunger, whatever hunger you are currently at, anybody who roused the blood, I will, and failed, I will allow you to drop your hunger by 1 before there is any rolls made, because you would have had time to feed. This is over the course of a period of time. How we're going to do this is everyone is going to make a single rouse check. If you roll a 1, increase your current hunger by 2. If you fail, increase it by 1. If you succeed, keep it the same. But if you critically succeed, reduce it by 2.
Okay, so I started at a 5, so I'm going to drop it to a 4.
No. You are dropping it down to a down to a 1.
Okay.
To start off.
Okay.
Yeah, and you won't go any lower than 1.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you would have been covered as part of like the bringing you in and all that.
Okay.
And can I'm just going to take a dot out of my herd.
That's fine.
Before this, too. So.
Yep, that's fine.
Just in case. So I'm going to get a little less hungered before we.
Aramis, increase your hunger by 1.
And I literally rolled a 1. So that gets 2 hunger?
Yep, that is 2. At the end of the week, when you come back, or when we come back into the actual modern nights. Before we do get into Efrys, when he wakes up where he is, he's going to be hunger 1. He's going to be covered by Nigel. But watching the news, there's some very interesting developments.
Are we all watching the news?
This is just going to be what you would have noticed over the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's just no one said they wanted to do anything about damage control for anything, so that's why I didn't come up until now.
Okay.
1. There was a very clear decree that they were looking for whatever group was connected to the destruction of the police station. They believe it was done through chemical warfare to affect the foundation.
I would like, since I wasn't actually involved in that, when I see that on the news, I'm just gonna like take a picture of it and send it to like our group chat. I assume we have one, and just be like, thumbs up emoji, nothing else.
You know exactly what happened with that too. You know that Dover busted in there, shattered the foundation, and caused the building to collapse.
I know. I just kind of want to like rub salt into the wound of like, good job, guys.
I love it. Number 2, generous donation is covering the reconstruction of the Jesus window.
Nice. Okay.
Very important.
It's true.
Very important.
I text back. I text a picture of that back to Carolyn with all caps, thumbs up.
And number 3, there has at the end of that time, citywide for anyone below the age of 18, there is a 11 p.m. curfew due to increased violence in the streets and bodies having recently been found. And one of those bodies is someone that the Rev and Aramis are very familiar with. You guys left him in the back of a car without clothes.
Oh my gosh, guys.
He was found with a bullet through his skull. He was also left in front of his parents' house to be found midday.
Was that our group too?
So in the group text, Aramis texts that picture and with a giant "what the fuck" angry face.
Yeah, and like anyone who would have a connection to sort of like the lower living of the city would know tensions are high right now because there has been more police busts, more raids. Like, they recovered some stuff from the phones before they got damaged and things, and safety was ensured.
I'm also gonna just text Sticks of like, be careful out there, kind of thing.
She says, "No shit." Before we do get into what anybody else would do, though, Efrys, did you catch all 3 of those things?
Sorry, I just missed. So I don't know who they found in the car.
No worries. So the first thing is that the police have made a statement of, hey, terrorist attack, we think it was chemical warfare, we're looking for the group that did this. Jesus window is being replaced because of a very generous donor.
Okay.
And there's a 11 p.m. curfew for anyone under the age of 18 currently on the city because these streets are becoming more violent. There's been a couple of bodies found, assaults, things like that. But the thing that really put it into effect was the body of the guy who you took his clothes being found in front of his parents' house with a bullet through his head. Midday.
I didn't take the clothes.
It's true, but you
did take his clothes.
You have the clothes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and you guys still have the phone with the fight contacts on it.
Oh no, I turned that in. That's why I said I put back. I stuck it to the
and that was the one
event
you put back.
Yeah.
The phone with the drug contacts, there was a limited amount of information they got from it, but there was still enough to stir things up. And they were able to recover the SIM card of the other phone that had the contact information for the individual at the Burlesque house. And one number that you did not... No, it was Randy Tashiro and the number you did not know about.
But that one was never turned in.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It was just the drug one.
Okay, no, perfect.
And I think we destroyed the Randy Tashiro one and gave back the other one.
After we got the numbers.
100%. That is accurate. Efrys, you wake up. There is easily people for you to feed on to get to 1.
Okay.
And Nigel is waiting for you, just sitting in a comfortable chair.
Say, hey, that's my chair. I brought that over here.
You absolutely did. Also, you're still hurt as hell. Actually,
really?
No, you're not. No, you would have recovered over the 2 weeks.
Okay, good.
Yes, you did.
You can sit in it, but
I am actually curious as to why you're falling apart a bit. I don't understand it.
I guess what's happened both times that I've had a run in is I haven't trusted my coterie. They've told me one thing, and there's just an odd kind of dynamic going on.
Do you think the dynamic is you, or is it them, or is it both?
I think it's all. I think it's just a all around. I think some people are holding back from others, not fully participating in the brotherhood of the coterie.
Okay.
And it's causing me some distrust, but I'm realizing that I should be trusting them.
Okay, so that clarifies what is going on. I think what might be useful is if you each set roles within the coterie. It's not a set thing, but it's who is the go-to when it comes to something.
To different situations?
Yes, so, and this will work also because you have an even number of people. Which means, let's say it's dealing with getting coffee, right? In an office.
Okay.
The appropriate time to get coffee. It's a stupid little thing to most people, but it can break a workspace.
Well, that's a good point.
Who have it be that the person in charge of getting coffee gets 2 votes in that situation, and everyone else gets 1 in that situation. So if you have a technology person, when dealing with matters of technology, you have 5 total votes, which means you will never end in a tie. Determine what everyone should be involved with and deal with it there. You need to figure out what you can trust, and trust what someone will do or what someone probably won't do, and then react accordingly. But you're not relying on your intelligence right now.
No.
You're relying on things, on trying to look impressive.
Maybe, yeah.
Do I look impressive to most people in our society?
I'd say so, but
no, I look like a fool.
Maybe to the Americans. The Americans, but we all know,
Oh, 100%, and that's why I get away with what I do, because I play the part.
Well, then maybe you should stop. Maybe you should get some of those fake dentures. Get some yellow teeth.
No, never. They would get slapped right out of my mouth.
Fair.
If you pull this group coterie together, I might even introduce you to my sire and see if she can be enlighten things more than I than I can, because she is intelligent in ways I'm not. That's part of the reason why I came over here with you.
Yeah.
Because I hate it over here, but I have a job to do. And she is here, so I may as well follow through on both.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might just take a bit of time, but...
Of course, you need a little time to think things over. It happens.
Yeah.
That being said, you're also extremely new working together. Like, you're going to hit bumps in the road. What you've done is you've gone very fast and chose the bumpiest road in front of you.
It seems like Caroline, Aramis, and myself are mostly are loners and probably our past lives to some extent in the way we behave. So it seems like the Rev is the only one who really works with others well.
Of course you're loners. You're kindred.
But you know the Rev too. It kind of alienates himself
he's
just
my
by talking.
favorite. He is so straightforward. You know what you're going to get.
He's a good.
You're going to get
I
a
wouldn't-
preachy bastard who wants to get what he wants.
You know what you'll get on the surface, but I
No,
think
no,
that there's
no. That's what you're not getting. That's what he is. He does not have surface and deeper. He's a preachy bastard who wants what he wants when he wants it. That's him. I'll give you that one for free, in fact.
Well, I don't fully agree with you, to be honest.
All right. That's just my take, so do with it what you will.
I thank you for changing me out of that horrendous
God, yes. What you were
outfit
wearing
I
was
came here in.
atrocious.
Did you dispose of that discreetly, or?
Oh, of course. Oh,
Okay,
by
good.
the way, I'm going to give you a formal wear for your group because I don't like what they have, and I'm worried if they ever have to go anywhere important, they might offend everyone. I've already sized them from looking at them, so I did it when I first met them.
Well, I love it. I love it. I appreciate that greatly. Can I take that with me?
Oh, it's already prepared, and it's already prepared for you to grab on the way out.
Oh,
The
wonderful.
bags are labeled and the dress bags are labeled and everything.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. I'm thinking of getting a vehicle.
Oh.
So, if you know of anyone where I can get one from,
Do you want good reason or discreet?
just a discreet, yeah.
I'll take a look around and get back to you on that one.
Wonderful, yes. Thank you.
And yeah, you can we can say that the coterie meets up.
All right, I hand them each their bag. They're not a bag, whatever, a suit bag. I assume
So
it's in.
yeah. So
What is this?
Well, this is a gift.
yeah, so what he hands you is a hanger with like the zip up cover to protect clothes. And there's clearly weight.
The fuck is this?
Yeah, we haven't. You blow up, or you're responsible for blowing up a police station, and then you show up with fancy clothes. What is this?
That's right. That's how I do, as they say 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Oh, everybody but the Rev would take psychic damage if this were a different system.
Wisdom is better than the trappings of wealth.
Sometimes you need to appear higher than your stature, as my friend would put it. This is of course a gift from Nigel to all of you.
Right. Okay. And he not so delicately throws it on the couch. Anyway.
I'm gonna open mine and immediately look for the label to see how expensive and fancy it is.
Label has been taken off.
Okay.
However, it's very fancy, very expensive. For Carolyn, it is little black dress, slit up the side for the leg, so you're able to move. There's a corset built in, there's clearly cleavage involved, but it is dips down to about I'm gonna say 2 inches above the belly button.
Oh, I'm gonna just turn to Efrys and be like, "How old is your sire?" He's an old guy, right?
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, "Is this like an invitation to be sugar daddy number 2. Like, I'm getting mixed signals from this dress. I'm going to be honest.
It also comes with like a shawl type cover to put over top of it too.
Oh, I immediately discard that.
Does it come with double-sided tape?
It indeed does come with a roll of double-sided tape.
Great. I get rid of the shawl, but I'll keep the dress.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Yeah, you don't know how old he is, but you know he would not be interested.
Yeah. I think he's just playing to your strengths.
Carolyn,
thanks.
Make a. I want this is going to be wits and insight. Yeah, wits insight is actually is the way to cover this. Okay, this doesn't apply so much to you.
Okay.
Because you are a relatively bold individual.
Okay.
The outfits that he chose are meant to push people like 1 or 2 steps beyond their comfort level, but not in a way that's aggressive. In a way that's just maybe think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he saw how bold you were, so he's like, I can do this.
All right.
So, thank you for bringing me back here after, or I guess Dover did that, but thanks for looking after me.
Right.
Yeah, no problem.
The fuck you want?
I mean, I watched on the news. It was really cool. I mean, hey, for whatever you've done, Efrys, you gotta say you make some great entertainment for today's society.
I guess so. I guess that's that's what I've come to.
But if I was alive, I would be dying from watching that.
Well, it's all well and good for us to, take our stands when there's no consequences. I salute you, Efrys, for taking a stand and facing the consequences.
I reach out and offer my hand to the Rev, and thank you for offering to stand in my place.
I will do it again should the need arise.
I think. What were we going to say, Aramis?
Oh, so say good man.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't find ourselves in this situation again. But hey, whatever you guys want to do.
Indeed. Do you hear Lady Wisdom calling? Can you hear Madame Insight raising her voice?
Sorry, I gotta take this phone call. It's really important.
Okay. While that is happening, I do want to check though. Do Aramis or the Rev actually check what's in the bags?
Oh, I'll check what's in the bag.
Okay. Aramis is gonna check, but he's just a little bit testy because he's had hunger for.
Rev.
Yeah.
In the bag is a suit. It is not a completely formal situation, however, though. The jacket is like a nice dark blue, like a cobalt blue. More close to like a lighter tone brown pant. Includes shoes, all of that stuff, and the shirt is designed to either be open or have the collar.
Oh, good shirt.
Yep, and it is very complimentary. The fit is a little bit tighter than you would normally wear.
So much for Nigel's eye.
And it's very much respectful, but at the same time, a little higher fashion than you'd normally go. However, looking at the tags of everything, and like looking at it, it appears to have been bought at a secondhand store, and then altered.
Well, I guess I can wear this.
All right, and Aramis, black on black, classic.
Plastic?
No, classic.
Oh.
However, it does come with slightly heeled dress shoe, high and pocket square.
Oh, fancy. He understands. He understands. Or I think he understands. Or he just said Lasombra. Bam.
One thing you do notice, the cut allows for better movement in the shoulders, though, compared to a regular suit.
Ah. Okay, so he just like generally just rolls the shoulders, makes a few motions, like just practice swing motions. It's like, okay, this allows movement.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he expecting for me to do in the suit?
Make a
Automatic
wit's insight.
suspicion.
Make a wit's insight. That's enough. You told him you hit stuff.
Indeed. Got it.
He built it. He had made sure it was constructed so you can hit stuff. Like, it's literally that simple.
Okay, good. Because based off the other wits inside, he was like, I hope there isn't more to this, but that's fine.
All right. Yeah. No. Whether or not there's more to this, that's up to you whether you believe there is or not.
Mm-hmm.
But no, with the current state of the city and everybody back, where do you guys go from here?
So we need to figure out where we're starting. Efrys, you mentioned something about downtown that Rev and I are supposed to be watching. Are we going to start staking it out, or start looking around, or doing this not active participation while observing, or something like that?
I spent some time in that neighborhood just watching. And I did not see Mr. Spiky Thumb, or anyone with strange thumbs. I'm not sure exactly what you were describing.
You saw a couple people with strange thumbs, but like they weren't like overtly strange.
Oh.
They were more like can bend at weird angles, or like the bone is in a weird spot so it looks kind of stubby.
Nah. The thumb I saw, it was like abnormally large, like very unthumb-like,
like
very
iguanodon.
disturbing. Yeah, sure, whatever that is.
There was the only really strange thing I saw over the last week was a woman advertising for the Sparkling River Healthcare Complex. Really strange for that neighborhood.
Why is that strange?
Well, it's not the clientele I would expect. Now, I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time at health spas, but it just seems strange to me.
If you guys want, you can like look it up, because it is a business, so they would have like website or like number you could call.
I'll look it up. But I haven't been in downtown before. Would I be aware of that? Would I know that kind of?
It's not, the business itself is not downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, the business itself is not downtown.
Also, too, remind me, the only lead we had for Henry's sire was that kid.
Yes.
Okay. With that, I'm also going to text Dover at some point and just say, like, hey, I'm a mentor now, which means I have to protect my mentee. So I need to know what the fuck was that?
He says, what the fuck was what?
I mean, really? And I'll just, like, send him whatever picture we have saved of that crime scene.
He's like, thank you for the clarification. That was clearly a setup to get a message to me. I do not know who it was, but it was clearly someone or some people with the skills to set that up. But we inspected the place. There was no tracks or any remain.
Okay.
Any
I just sent back an okay emoji.
Yeah. The response you get is still on it. We'll keep you updated.
I need to I'm wondering what happened to my book. My sweet, sweet book.
Destroyed the destroyed tome.
It was in the car.
So did you guys give it to Nigel?
He didn't ask
No,
for
it's
it.
still.
It's probably still in the car, like maybe underneath one of the seats.
Yeah, it's still in Aramis's car. He did not take it out. He did not bother with the book.
Do you go check on the book?
Yeah. Also, is my sword still in there? Did you guys
The
just
sword's
leave all
still
my
in there.
shit?
Yeah, so your stuff is still in there. You look at the book. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen like a grandmother's favorite cookbook? It's
Yes.
like that, without the tape holding it together. So like pages are falling out, the spine's damaged. Like if you pick it up, like it flops weird. Like it's hurting.
It's exactly how I remember it. Yeah, like I definitely
It didn't magically fix itself.
no, I realize that, and I go back in, and I'm rather mad. You all, you know what this book is, right? You know that I was researching for this.
I actually have no idea what this book is. Looks like
I
junk.
know, Caroline.
Yeah,
I know.
It looks like old paper and like moth-eaten covers.
Like your diary from back in the day. I don't understand. What is this?
Yes, this is the Facebook.
Oh, that is so meta.
Oh,
My
I remember
God.
when they were briefly changed their name to that, and then someone sued them, so they had to change it back in the 2020s at some point.
Oh yeah, yes, totally.
Anyway, no more laughing at my magnificent joke. Well, you guys didn't give this to Nigel or try to get it fixed. How could you treat a book with such?
We didn't know where it was from.
Okay, hello.
And
What is this book?
I wish I knew. My destination was morning training fight area. Then I find him half tossed out, and then he's reading in the backseat. That's all I know. What do I fucking know else?
By the way, can I just say I feel not comfortable ever leaving you guys alone again.
That's fine.
But
you can not leave them.
Please don't, Carolyn. I would like you to be by our side at all
Don't
times.
make it weird. Please stop.
And I would like you to be by Rep's side at all times, so you can learn.
Okay, all right.
It'll go Rev, Caroline, and then Baby Henry.
Okay.
Anyway,
Just with the book, please.
this book is about Sabbat guerrilla communication.
All right, that's what you're doing.
So, first of all, I found a couple interesting things that we could look out for in the neighborhood. Also, once again, I'm upset about the state of the book and that you just left it under the.
Yeah, if you're gonna try and find specific pages at this point, it's out of order now. So like it would be a process.
It was in a bag,
Yeah, it was.
and I ordered it when I. Oh,
you rolled a 1.
Aramis.
You rolled a 1 when it came to the state of the book.
Oh, this book. It made me so happy. Just so you know. No, I'm sad. Anyway. What about the money? Where's the money? Seems you didn't leave that in the car.
What money? I thought I
money.
lost.
Why would leave money in the car?
Oh, we still have some of that money. It's in a cookie jar in the pantry.
We've money lying around in a cookie jar. What have you guys been
For
doing?
a rainy day. It's
How
just a little
much-
bit for a rainy day.
I did
How
not
much
send
did
those.
you donate, Rev?
Well, the majority of it, as we discussed, I did on Carolyn's behalf.
Whoa,
Gonna-
whoa! Do not ever donate money on my behalf. I'm good.
Well, I sent part of the money, equal amount to what I donated to Henry's brother, to aid in his recovery.
Well,
For I know the forces
congratulations.
of Mammon were not going to aid him.
Oh, everyone can make a wits insight check into that. Actually, no, it wouldn't be wits insight because you can tell that he's bitter. This would be wits plus I'm gonna say occult, because occult is the closest thing to religion.
Well, it's academics, I think is what.
If anyone wants to switch their role to wits academics, I'll accept it.
Yep.
Yes. Well, it might be the same for Efrys. I don't know.
No, my academics is better.
1, 2.
How hungry are you, Aramis?
I said I'm at 4. I said he's testy. I said he's testy.
You are super testy. 2, 1. Okay, cool. Aramis. He's calling somebody the devil.
All right. Since I'm sensing a theme here, and I know you didn't call for the compulsion, but we'll go with it.
Oh, I was just about to get there.
I was like, so since I'm noticing you like spicing in little bits of your interactions here, who the fuck is the devil in this?
Well, the devil is a personalized form of evil. Now, not every denomination believes in the devil, but I mean, you will have like it goes by many Old Scratch, Satan, the devil, the adversary, and indeed for us as kindred, we really should consider that adversary that is within ourselves, that drives us forth to do those things that are perhaps against our better interests.
Right. And there are names. You have not said it yet. You gave them titles. You didn't give a name.
What do you mean?
You were suggesting someone was named the devil.
All right.
You were not.
Until you get that information, everything you do, other than getting that does not lead you to that information, is at a -2 die penalty.
Yep.
Because that is your clan compulsion.
Yes, it is. No. 6 immediately. Why went down that?
Ruthless.
So you could fucking tell me who the devil is, or we could sit here all day until I get testy enough and want to force it out of you.
Ooh, wait, don't tell him. I want to see this go down. I want to see him testy.
Carolyn, no.
It'll be fine. No.
It won't be fine.
Now, this concerns me, Aramis, and it's brought me to an impasse. I mean, here we are talking about the devil and, as I say, the adversary. Now, should I give in to this adversary that I see coming from you, or should I ask you to overcome it?
Overcome it.
Yes, indeed.
Hallelujah.
Thank you,
Aramis,
Sister Carolyn.
I would help you, Aramis, but your reckless driving has further destroyed my book.
Before anybody says anything else, Aramis, I need a wits resolve. You just hit the number to not go off on the group.
I had it on the group every once in a while.
Oh, no, it would have been everyone because they were piling on.
Yeah. All right. So are there gloves that I would be able in this area?
Like gloves, regular gloves, gloves, sparring gloves. What's the?
It's like sparring gloves. Maybe it's like sparring gloves.
If you spend time here, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Cool. So while the roll the rev is going off, Aramis started to walk away. He's listening. He made sure he's actively listening, and he went and he just started to put on one of them.
Ooh, this is so exciting. Rev, keep going.
What?
Tell him about that sermon 3:17:22 about John. I love that one. John in the river.
You should stay out of it.
John in the river.
Yeah, that one's so good.
John in the river.
Yeah.
Well,
You sacrificed a son, and there was a plague or something.
Some years ago, there was John River, played by Stellan Skarsgård, but
close enough.
are you talking about like John the Baptist?
Yeah, him. He was so great.
Aramis is now walking back over.
I'm pulling out my phone to record this.
Well, I mean, perhaps Matthew 11:16.
I'm sorting pages.
So,
you know that it will cost you. What is your resources, Efrys?
3, I believe.
In order to get this book repaired,
Yeah.
you will have to find someone who you trust to do it, and number 2, after that, you will have limited resources for 30 days.
Okay.
Well, Carolyn, truly I tell you, among those born of women, no one has arisen greater than John the Baptist.
Or me, but
Yet
okay.
the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
Mm.
From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven has suffered violence. The violent take it by force.
at the point where he said violence, Aramis walked over. His one hand immediately goes over Rev's eyes. The second one goes for his gut, for his solar plexus. Just so he can't stare him down and freeze him.
Smart.
That's why they cover the eyes straight for the gut.
I'm recording all of this.
All right. So both make dex athletics.
Dex athletics or Dex brawl?
Okay, so dex brawl for Aramis, dex athletics for the Rev.
Would my
can't
specialty
try to
count
parry?
for this?
Yes,
Okay.
because you're trying to
Just-
dodge, and he's trying to hit.
But I can't, like...
You can do a dex brawl. I'll accept it.
Okay.
I'll accept it.
Right.
Here's a good argument.
Because I've been in the ring.
Oh,
Not that much.
Okay, so Rev, you get 2. So the dice you will be rolling to see how much damage you do will be your strength plus 3. As the Rev does block a fair a good chunk of it, but not all of it. Yeah, at this point, like the group can tell, like this is Aramis is getting pushed to a point with this.
I'm gonna whisper in Efrys' ear while he puts his book back together. Like, I got $10 on the Rev.
Oh,
Radio.
roll, Rev, roll stamina. Let's see how much you can soak. Okay, 3 points of superficial damage come through.
Is that scroll round up?
Nope, just 3 points of superficial.
But we all take half superficial.
Oh, you are correct. Round down.
Yeah. Okay.
I say to Carolyn, you already lost a bet against, like, that you placed against Aramis. You do realize that, right?
I know, but it's about my principles at this point. It has nothing to do with skill.
You're lucky
Was
I
that
found
whispered?
that. You're lucky I found that 500. I took 500 out of that money we found, or else you would owe me for that.
I'm lucky that you found that, sure.
So I will say, I will just kind of like move my head so that I can see his eyes and say,
both roll dex athletics.
I mean,
It would make sense
he's
because I'm avoiding.
Yeah, he knows that you got eye stuff, so he's trying to
I mean,
avoid
so
eye
is he?
stuff.
But is he taking any kind of penalty for trying to punch me while avoiding my looking at me? Okay.
Nice.
Like, if he was an average person, maybe. But, like, punching people is what he does. So you can speak. Your mouth isn't being covered, but, like, you're trying to get to a point where you can look at him, and his hand is staying there.
So,
And I will continue to say, for all the prophets in the law prophesied until John came. And if you're willing to accept it, he is Elijah who has come. Let anyone with ears listen. And that's it. I'm not punching him back or anything.
is Elijah his name?
Oh,
Is Elijah the devil?
But to what will I compare this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplace and
Aramis,
calling to
which
one
resolve?
another.
So now what's resolve? Resolve composure. Okay, you don't have to get overtly aggressive compared to what you're doing now, but like you feel it building.
Yeah, that was just a warning punch. That wasn't him like going to beat you down.
Yeah.
But to what will I compare this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplaces, calling to one another. We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We wailed, and you did not mourn.
Rev, roll wits insight.
Okay.
I did not think this was going to happen today, but apparently it's happening.
That's enough. This is a very clear to see thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting very close to not being Aramis you're dealing with.
Oh, okay.
It's getting very close to Aramis's beast fighting to take control of this situation. Because that inner voice is already heavy on him right now. Like he would have a slight shake. Like he needs to feed, and this is just pushing.
Okay. Let me tell you, Aramis, I reached out to the employers of Henry's poor brother to see if they would give him some kind of compensation for being hurt while on the job, and I was unsuccessful. That is to whom I referred.
Okay, yeah, you no longer have the compulsion to ruthlessly get that information.
And then I say, for John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, he has a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, look, a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. Yet wisdom is vindicated by her deeds.
And he'll remove his hand from your eyes and take the gloves off.
Oh, man.
By the way, the conversation that you're having in the background about the betting against him.
Yeah, I'll say, Caroline, now you owe me $10.
I feel like the Rev came out on top on that one. I don't know about you.
Well, he's the one that got hit, so.
Well, it's not always about physical damage.
If that's the case, we all took psychological damage. We all get
Aramis, you know you need to eat. Like, you are distracted from everything else around you at this stage of hunger.
Yep. So, I need to fucking feed. I don't care if it's a living thing or a dead person. I don't care. I need to find something now.
I care.
There's
You should have someone living.
There's a body in the freezer if you're desperate.
Have
You want some liver?
smoothie.
Yeah, I can make up a smoothie.
You know that won't work.
Yeah.
For Carolyn, great. Nice smoothie, throw a couple other things in there to affect the flavor. It's great. But yeah, no, Aramis, that thought to you is like repulsive.
In a body, is it because of the force, or is it because, or just because eating the organ part?
It's the organ part, because normally, Kindred, not even normally, like 95% of the time, and I might be lowballing it, you don't come across someone who has to consume the organs. Normally, blood is what sustains someone, and it's very rare to come across an organivore.
Okay. And there's no blood in that thing?
Yeah, I didn't touch the blood. I just ate, the kidney, the heart, the liver, maybe some intestine the other day too. Anyways, yeah, there should be some blood still lying in that meat sack.
If there's blood, he'll just drink the blood instead of, or if there's like one untouched, he'll probably go for that
You
one.
might be able to get one hunger from the pieces. It's not a pretty sight whatsoever because you're literally grabbing like an organ and like biting it a couple times to find and like sucking out little bits of blood from each one.
I'll hand you a straw.
A straw won't work.
I know, just to piss you off though.
I love it. Yeah,
like a Capri Sun.
Anybody seeing this, like, this takes you about 20 minutes of just grabbing organs and biting like little spots and like sucking and turning and like it's...
So Rev will have gone outside when this discussion came about doing this, and then he'll come back like 5 minutes later, assuming it'll all be done, and then come back and be disgusted.
Yeah,
and
you come back and it's not done.
Benjamin is a ravenous wolf, in the morning devouring the prey, and at evening dividing the spoil, and then leaving. Ugh.
Hey, when he does that, I gotta be honest, guys.
Am I able to get the pages in order of this book?
It is who he is.
If you spend the rest of the night, yes.
Oh my. Aramis, you deserve this embarrassment.
Aramis deserves none of this. Aramis is being harried at all angles, both inside and out. And after Rev returns and he's done with the blood sack that is an organ.
Yeah. So now, Carolyn, any piece of any of the food you had in there has pierce marks in a couple different spots because you had to go through the entire sort of thing.
Gonna need to put in another order then.
Oh, you're fine.
I mean,
It's been tenderized.
Oh, that's
true.
not how that works.
I feel
Been
like
allowed
Listen, I
to
have
air.
standards, okay? I know I'm eating organs, but like, I have very high standards, okay? Of how I prepare this.
Rev texts Efrys that he's going to top up, and he'll be back in the future.
Cool. Okay.
And
Yeah, Aramis, are you going? Actually, I'll ask this question to everybody. Is anyone gonna try and get some food in?
yes.
Yeah, that's what Rev's doing.
Okay, Rev, are you going to your herd or are you doing?
Well, I already got one out of my herd. I got two. I can't remember exactly how quickly the herd
I think
replenishes.
it's 2 dots per week, but confirm that.
I think it. Well, I have 3 dots in it, so I think I've. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's 3 dots. Well, and I just and plus I want to have. I mean, I need some special.
That's true. With your
Not
herd,
quite as special as some.
with your herd, you could find special.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I want to get the best stuff ASAP after seeing that
Yeah.
awful display. So I'll just use the 2 dots this week from the herd. And
Done. Aramis.
oh,
And at some point, Aramis is going to just Ever's going to say a random text saying, "Sorry for the hits." Testy, and that was it.
Okay, so where are you looking for yours?
Ooh, I want to say downtown again because he's going to try his luck. Because he wants to find a specific type of person, and I think you understand what I mean.
100%.
Do you want me to come with you, Aramis?
You can.
Okay. I'm a bit wondering what if you have any peculiarities in your in your feeding habits. Just maybe we could share a meal.
If I find what I want to find, then we will see.
All right.
All right. Do you have a location that you would go to try and find what you are looking for?
I would say it would probably, which this is a salsa. It would probably be. First, they would look up where that health and spa facility was, and see. Maybe scout around there, or go downtown and see if anyone is like sporting some type of memorabilia or anything about that.
Hell
or find the person who was talking about that.
Okay, so first looking up the wellness spa, or the it's not even a wellness spa, it's a wellness complex. It's effectively a retreat. They rent rooms for like minimum stays a week. And it's a full body wellness retreat. It's in the city, but it's located away from the hustle and bustle. They have their own whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is in, I believe it was a Etobicoke.
Etobicoke?
Yes. It's somewhere in the middle of literally on the map, the section labeled 1.
Oh, dang. That's far. Sure. Yeah.
On the left side it says, yeah.
Yeah. Etobicoke.
Yep. But no, like it's can I actually one sec. I want to see if there's anything written down in here that No, I can 100% just do this. There is the Sparkling River Wellness Complex.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, so like they proudly display on their website that it was once a art school that went into disrepair and use. A lot of it was covered in graffiti and various things. They have kept some of that in the areas, but they've restored it to be a very calming and relaxing place to recover and restore your chi and your energies and anything else that you spiritually feel like you are missing.
Oh, okay. And
they also
like
teach
what?
classes for like wellness, personal training, yoga. Like it's a whole operation. It's large. It's legitimately a complex with like a personal hotel for people who are staying there, with spa, tennis courts, all of that stuff.
Well, dang. Okay. He's going to originally he was like going to go around there and see if like they have like any type of like stickers or things that would note that a car has been there.
To the spa?
Yeah, to that area, since it's like a retreat. And there would be people it's like, oh, I've been here, let me show it off.
Okay,
kind of
I will let you know. If you are going to go there, you will have to go through the West End and or across town and deep into the heart of Etobicoke. Also, possibly pass through North York. Now,
in that case,
you can do that if you wish.
That just might take for a while.
Time isn't the issue.
It is just going through different territories this issue.
Yes, because you know that, like you know that you're safe downtown. You're safe in the areas that the Anarchs control, and Midtown isn't too bad. But especially being by yourself in the deeper spaces could be problematic.
Got it. Oh, I believe like Efrys wanted to join me, but
yeah. In that case, Efrys, he suggests the idea of going and scoping out there to get food.
Yeah. You want to go in or just check out the area?
I was going to go in and I was going to go around and see what type of, memorabilia or something that people stick on their cars, say they've been to someplace like that. Alternatively, I guess you can also look in the internet if you want.
I'd like to, seeing how we were seeing some communication, I'd like to see if there's any communication being used for Sabat when advertising the place before we go there, just you and I.
Okay, then I can go straight to downtown and I can see if there's like some type of on-car advertisements type of
I'm gonna say
thing.
it's the 15th, because the 13th... Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Because it would be 2 weeks after the 5th.
So the downtown it is, and then we will see.
It will be the 19th. This is happening.
Oh.
Which is a Saturday. There's UFC event going on. It's super easy for you to find someone that would fit your MO.
Okay, yeah, that all sorts.
Make me a manipulation plus persuasion or streetwise roll. Yeah, you're good. You can find someone and you can easily feed down 2 and they will be okay.
Dope.
Yeah, brief detail, random sports bar. When you're in there, you're really only there for one fight. It's a match between a striker and a extremely high level grappler. Round 1, striker cleans house, but he doesn't take him out. Next round, guy gets laid on. Third round, he taps out.
Makes sense.
The individual fighting who wins is a protege of Damien Maya, so he is very, very good on the ground.
Oh. I would have sparked up a conversation with the person I fed on about that and then did what I needed to do.
It's one of those guys that thinks he knows a whole bunch about it after watching like 2 events. But he's really into it.
Got it.
Okay. Efrys. You said you wanted to look into it more. How are you doing that?
Well, I assume my laptop arrived while I was...
Hands down. Yeah, laptop is there.
So that's what I would be bringing around with me. And yeah, just kind of doing that research. And honestly, I'm just there because of... I'm just with Aramis because of how close that was, the situation between himself and the Rev.
Got it.
So just kind of looking out for him.
Okay. So if you're looking into the location, what areas are you looking of the web? Are you looking at? Are you looking reviews? Are you looking at their actual website for content that might be a red flag? Are you looking at more dark web stuff? What's the area you're tapping into?
Really just starting surface level to see and like trying my hand at like cross-referencing back to like parts of the book that I like. So I'm assuming it's gonna be hard to cross-reference any like
not super. Like with your intelligence, you still do have the stuff that you knew.
Okay.
You might not have the exact page, but you'll still be able to do so. Roll me intelligence technology.
And one thing that so I'll do this roll.
Yeah. All right.
3.
You did say one thing though. What was the one thing?
Yeah. So you had mentioned that one thing I had pulled from the book originally was that there would be possibly a warehouse, if not a facility, that would be a spawning pool or breeding pit.
Yep.
So this just checking that, cross-referencing that as a superstition against the sorry, I forgot what this
Sparkling
place is
River?
called. Yeah.
Okay, I like the angle. So you start your surface level dive. And this place seems to be intentionally out of the way.
Yeah.
Whether that just is for the relaxation factor of being a little bit away from the city lights and maybe actually seeing a star or two, which you probably still wouldn't, or if it's done that way for some other reason, that is a possibility, but you can't confirm or deny. Everything else seems above board, but it's not as florally written as a lot of places would of this nature could be. It seems to be a little more down to earth than your average wellness retreat sort of language type thing. They still do speak of like the stones and chakras and ki and all of the mystical alignment stuff.
Yeah.
But they put more of a realistic expectation on it as compared to places that present fantastical promises.
Okay.
It's like the idea of a tarot reader being like, listen, I don't predict the future. I influence your choices. Like, there's an art to this, but at the same time, I'm not out here saying I'm gonna tell you when what the exact day you're gonna find your next love.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And then I would also want to check some of the reviews.
Okay. Make another technology intelligence roll. Because this one isn't as difficult as the previous roll.
Good.
Still hit it. They have nothing but glowing reviews.
And so in like Google reviews or whatever, you can see how many reviews people have left.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just can click on their profile. Like if I do a little bit of that too, am I finding?
You're finding a wide variety. Some people who have only reviewed like one or two places. Some people who review everywhere they go. Like it's across the board. They all do seem to have very similar threads where people go there, they relax. They might not remember exact details about everything that was done, the positions, about whatever, unless it's like a course. But they come out much more relaxed and much more productive.
Okay. Interesting. It's almost like it's a spa.
Roll intelligence awareness. That's easily enough. Yes and no. Most spa reviews have the relaxation and stuff mentioned, but a lot of spa reviews talk about cleanliness, efficiency, like more of the mechanical side of it. They don't get that.
Okay. What about in their negative reviews?
What negative reviews? They don't have a single one. Legitimately, not a single negative review. The lowest that they have is a 4-star. And it's not even the case where like people put like 4 stars but then rip a place up, like 3 stars but then rip a place apart. They don't even have any of those. Or put like 1 star and then talk about how it was all good but one thing was bad.
Okay. All right.
All right. So everyone feeds up. Does anyone have anything they wish to do for the rest of that night, or are we going to jump to the next evening? At one point, Henry will send Carolyn a message, but it will just be short and concise this time.
Ooh, progress.
All it says is new places set up. Wish I was closer to the dogs.
You know what? Since Henry is learning, I'm going to reward him because I've learned how to be a good mentor. And I'll send him a selfie with a thumbs up instead of just texting a thumbs up.
Is anyone in there to see this?
No, I do this very discreetly.
Okay, cool.
I was ready.
But we'll all receive the montage of pictures he's received over the last week.
Stop! No.
The only person who is getting a montage of pictures is the Rev.
Yeah.
All kinds of it's
like you've seen the kennels, the cages, the little like medical area. They put him up in they got him a 1-bedroom apartment above a animal rescue.
Oh, good.
Because he can be close to the animals. It's a place where they can be, so he's not living with them, and it explains why they're there.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah.
Someone's smart.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you can tell, like this was like getting in contact with them was the right call because he could have been turned bad real quick.
Mm.
Animal Hoarder 101. Let's go. Well, dog hoarder, anyone?
Actually, Carolyn, you would be aware of this. He's not dog hoarding. He's taking animals that are in shitty situations, aren't getting fed, being left out. Like, nothing of while what he did was illegal, it was him, like, bringing them to a better situation.
Yeah, his heart was in the right place. It's just...
Yeah. Sweet.
Even though they're animals, I approve of him gathering things together to feed off them.
Well, okay, that's one way to look at it.
Okay, in that case, before the night is up, there will be one more message that will come through, but this one will be for the Rev. And it will say, I see the Lord has provided. And it will be from your brother.
Really?
Yes.
That's not good. That means he's paying attention.
And we cut that night there. Everybody wakes up the next day, Sunday the 20th. Just to confirm the time that you get up, sunset is the second one, is going to be 5:09. Sorry, 6:09. So around 6:10.
Well, I'll get up slightly later.
Yeah.
I have to pull myself out of the box.
You all slept wherever you would naturally sleep. I don't think Caroline's once stayed overnight in the Haven.
Nope.
Got it. Good job. At a home.
So do you guys do anything before you would meet
rouse.
up with the group. Yes, rouse checks will be needed. Rev, you're good. Carolyn, hungry. Aramis, hungry. Efrys, hungry. Only one. Only increased by 1 though.
That's my first failed morning rouse check.
It's true. One thing you also all would know from doing the search on the spa. The owner of the spa is a woman named Patricia Jovier. She looks relatively young. Orangey red hair. Relatively fashionable. Good shape. She is a renowned physical trainer and yoga instructor.
Okay.
Efrys, you can tell all kinds of things about people from tasting their blood, right?
Yep.
Is it possible to do something similar by sight?
No.
So vampires shouldn't be able to tell that we're vampires by sight, unless we're doing something vampiric.
I just use the power in the Vitae.
Yeah, by sight, unless there's a clear indicator via Gangrel Frenzy or Nosferatu, aka Beaten with an Ugly Stick. By sight is not a thing unless you show your fangs.
Just want to know if we're going under the cover.
If you show your fangs, is somebody obliged to show their fangs back?
No. I know. No class.
Well, I think that we should all go have a spa day, honestly.
I think
we
should have
deserve
spa
it.
night.
Spa night.
Don't even joke.
Are you telling me about this before I arrive there?
No, I'll wait for you. Are you coming?
Oh, yeah, I'll arrive.
I'll have to take the long way around the back roads, you know?
Okay.
Is there anything about this spa? Anything spa day?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against spas, but it's kind of just like a bonding thing. Is this what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to go to a spa together?
Well, it seems to be a bit different than other spas. I'm partially wondering if it's like a breeding ground and they're draining people slightly and then maybe like just draining people to feed the new whatever they create and then just setting them free after maybe, I don't know, drugging them or giving them something to make them feel relaxed.
If you do want to do this, you will have to probably call ahead.
Yeah. So we can either go in as if we were going. I think we should go check the place out because it could be a breeding ground for the Savant.
So, okay, we're going not undercover then, just above cover.
Well, we could go above or under.
Well, I think, I mean, we're not saying, hey, we're vampires, let's go.
Well,
I mean, we'll book, but let's book an appointment. Go to our appointment, have someone give us a massage or something like that, whatever they do at this place. Healing crystal.
They would have it.
Yes, I can do with some healing crystals.
Rev, thou shall have no other totems or idols.
Sure, whatever you say. If that's the way you want to go, we'll do that. I'll help you if you want me to help you to the Lord. We can
I think
do
I'm
that.
helping you here a little bit.
No, I thought that after this recent thing, you were going to listen.
I am
Going
listening.
to follow advice, not maybe step in where angels fear to tread, so to speak.
I was just offering you a little bit of your own verbiage.
Well,
See, he is listening.
You may be using
Really?
some of the same words, but I'd like to provide you with some content.
I listen. Just when I was unconscious, I heard you praying for me, and I appreciate it.
Oh, good.
That would be accurate. Who is going to call to book the appointment?
I can do it if no one else wants to.
I think you should.
All
You're
right.
the most personable.
Okay, here I go. I will make a phone call.
Okay. After two rings, there is indeed a answer. Hello. This is a vintage. We appreciate you calling the Sparkling River Wellness Complex. How may I assist you?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you so much for taking my call. Like, listen, I've been in this shitty city for days now, and I just really, I need a last minute massage. Like, it is ugh. Can you get me in for tonight? It's an emergency.
It is a possibility. What type of massage service are you looking for?
I need your deepest, most intense massage you have. Oh, also my group is coming. It's the cold and all.
No, 100%. I would never judge someone based upon a group. We do have deep tissue as well as chiropractic work. Whatever you would prefer.
Okay, I need one with crystals. I need one deep with really hot stones and lots of steam. I want do you have a sauna?
Would you prefer a organic sauna or a regular sauna?
Ooh, organic, obviously. And then for my fourth friend, let's see. Babes, what do you want for your massage? And I'll just look to the group and cover the phone.
What?
I thought I was booking massages for all of us.
I'm getting the one with the crystals, clearly.
Yeah.
The deep tissue or something.
Okay. So. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, can you make one of those a couple's deep tissue massage?
Absolutely. Well, how many of you are coming?
There'll be 4 of us.
How about I give you the standard night package if you're coming now?
Yeah.
I can book you all for deep tissue massages, and one of them can include the healing crystals. Then afterwards, we can get you into rooms with hot stone, and we will do the organic sauna before that to kind of bring you down from the hot stone heat.
Okay. Sure, but like I said, one of them's a couple, so could you maybe set up a really romantic flower petals, candles, ambiance music? I feel like they're hitting a rough patch in their marriage and they really need to work something out. So this would be really great for them.
We absolutely can split 2 into a couple's room. And we do that for all of our massages. We make sure that the space is ideal for your energies to return to flow back to their center.
Oh my gosh, you totally get it. Thanks, babe. See you
Hold on,
in
just 1 second. I do need to.
Yeah?
I do need the names for the reservation.
Oh, sure. Well, there's me, Veronica.
Okay.
I go by VV, but Veronica. You know how it is. Yes. The lovely couple is Charlie and Michael.
Perfect. Lovely names.
I know, they're so great.
Well, perfect.
And the last one is Travis.
Travis, got it. Well, that is wonderful. For the night, you're probably looking at about $1,200.
Okay. See you soon.
We will actually need that paid in advance over the phone before you.
Oh. Yeah, sure. 1 sec, babes.
Of course,
Over the phone.
not a problem.
I need to pay in advance over the phone, but I gave them fake names. Anyone have like a Venmo account or something? Or is there like an anonymous payment method? Oh, wait. Do I have my sugar daddy's credit card?
You do?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let me give you the credit card over the phone. Is fine.
Of course, yes. 100%.
Great. And I will give that.
Okay, cool. Bubba, 1 second. You give it. It goes through. Oh, I see that you're being financed by Mr. Easton. Perfect.
Yeah, he's a great friend of mine.
He is phenomenal. We see him here from time to time.
Ooh.
Oh, do you?
We do. I myself, like I said, my name is Vintage. My full name is Vintage Divine. I will be the one to meet you and escort you where you would be going.
Okay. Bye.
See you soon.
Okay, I'm gonna point to the Rev and Aramis and be like, you guys are married, struggling with your marriage. Okay.
I can see it.
All right. I can too. And then I'll point to Efrys and be like, you're Travis, obs. And yeah.
Travis.
Right. I
Okay,
see.
so Rev and Aramis were married.
So
Yes.
Michael, am I Michael? I guess I'm Michael.
Obviously, you're
Yeah.
Michael. Come on.
So that makes me what's Charlie? Do I look like a Charlie to you?
Yeah. See you, Charlie.
Maybe a Chuck?
Yeah, let's go with Chuck.
I would have said Jakob maybe.
Okay, next
Yeah,
time I will be more creative with the names, okay?
Okay. Driving there, you can easily do so. However, you make me wits awareness for while you are driving. Just because you are going through unfamiliar territory.
I'm also gonna go in like a yoga set.
You would know that you would want to go in casual clothes, but bring
Oh, okay.
them.
Okay, so I'll do that then.
Yeah. Okay. 3.
For me as well.
Yeah, everyone. Okay. Nice. Yeah. You head there. You do not notice anything out of the ordinary, other than still seeing every once in a while the spots of the colors in the coating thing, but not enough to get anything from it.
Okay.
What vehicles are you driving / how are you getting there?
1 vehicle or 2?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Should probably all just pile in Carolyn's car.
Yeah, but just don't touch anything, okay?
I'll put down a towel.
Thanks. You get it.
Right.
Okay.
I get shotgun.
I also, speaking of shotguns, put my gun in the car and put it away just in case.
Perfect.
Put a silencer on it. I'm learning.
Beautiful. Yeah, you drive out and you do get to a point where it starts to turn a little more country than city. Just a touch. But you notice that it's actually not the fact that that's what's actually happening. It's that there's a large space of land that this property is. You go in, there's a gate, and there's a security man at the door, at that gate.
Sorry, before we go in.
Yeah.
So, speaking to my coterie here, we should probably have some form of a plan.
Yes, and also, what signs are we looking for?
Aries.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
Aries.
Oh. Is there like a short list I can provide?
There's a very short list of like clear symbols,
Okay.
and that will be more widely known. But beyond that, like it depends on what you're looking for and what the way you're looking.
So do you want to like list them, or should we just say that there's like a small list that I provide?
We'll say there's a small list that you provide.
Okay.
Okay.
So like the symbols would be any sort of things that are too extremely close to resembling a clan symbol. Anything that is like suspiciously located, and like it's again, it's all very situational. Is the problem?
Okay.
And are we going to try to meet at night then? Because we're supposed to stay here overnight, correct?
Nope.
Oh no,
You don't have to. It wasn't booked in that way. The night package is not a overnight thing. Yeah, like the night package costs a significant amount because they traditionally do longer stays.
Yeah.
So the night package is not a small thing.
Also, we should like have maybe like 2 code words, like one code word of like we need to leave. This is like out of our expertise right at this moment. It's not safe or whatever. And then the second code word is like, hey, these guys are definitely what we thought they were.
Oh, okay, how about Aries, where we have to leave?
Okay,
Like,
areas
we
where we
could
have to
say,
leave. Sure.
I'm getting real Aries vibe or something, or
Ooh, good one.
I think my moon right now is in Aries, something like that.
Okay.
And then if they're how about Gemini?
How about if they're bad, we say we use Cancer.
I don't want to say that in the health.
Or how about
just something off about.
how about like not a code word for if we have to leave, just one of us fakes an illness, like suddenly like diarrhea. I don't know. Whatever you come up with in the moment if we have to leave.
So long as we can communicate that to everyone else.
So
We'll just be like, oh my god.
in that case, is Aries going to be bad and fake illness leave?
No, let's say Aries is the code word. Just tell me Aries, or I'll tell you Aries, and then I'll come up with an excuse
Okay.
that's appropriate to the time.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the code word for this place is fucked, they're killing people?
How about Scorpio?
Oh, that's
Kind of
good.
deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Scorpio's good.
If that's your real star sign and they ask, please lie.
Yeah, I expect you guys all to have your backstories ready for when we enter, okay?
Oh yes.
All right, so
Charlie, you're looking very Charlie today.
Oh, thank you. Come on, my angels, let's go.
Oh, and before we go in, we should, pump the blood to the skin and all that.
yes, one thing I will just confirm there. Charlie just called Travis his angel.
So no, I
called
said,
everyone his
I said, come on, my angels.
Okay,
Charlie's angels.
perfect.
Yeah.
Got it. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't go in there with the wrong impression of who you were married to.
That could be the problem. That could be the problem.
And they're
I
here
understand
with you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yo, let's go drama. Let's fiasco part.
If anyone asks, we all met on a similar retreat in India.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
Easily overly complicated, but sure.
Well, what would you prefer, Michael?
Like Trent?
Ew. No.
There's lots of
Never
hippie
been
places in Trent.
Hey, Veronica, she's definitely a world traveler, okay? She would have been to India.
Some,
I would like Spain or
some
any
quality
other
inns
Spanish-speaking
in the
country.
Trent area. or Peterborough, rather. What am I saying?
Imagine the flavor of the blood there.
Ooh, their organs.
Maybe you'll have to teach me this blood flavor thing sometime.
Well, maybe.
All right. With that, you are approaching the compound is a best way to describe it because it is fenced in. But the guard at the front.
Ooh, nice.
Yep, we need rouse checks for Blush of Life. So far, we all good.
No, I failed mine.
Yeah, Rev, you get hungry. Other than the Rev, we all good. There is a very professional-looking security guard at the gate who will actually walk out and just get your attention to roll down the front window.
I will roll down the window. Hey, babes. Here for a spa.
Absolutely, 100%. Do you have the names of who is being expected?
Well, yes, I'm Veronica, V for short. This is Charlie. Well, you're kind of cute. You can call me V. This is Charlie. This is Michael, and this is Travis.
All right, perfect. And do you have identification?
Oh, no, babes. Why would we bring that to a spa?
And he's just looking at.
I already paid.
Expect
I already paid over the phone.
100%. It is part of the protocol to. It is
yeah,
everyday
but
life
that
to
wasn't
carry
told
identification.
over the phone to me. Like, we were going to a spa. We didn't bring anything except for like our spa clothes. Why would we bring something?
You think I dress like this going anywhere?
Make a manipulation persuasion.
Okay, I'm gonna rouse for this.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
I believe.
I'm so glad I didn't say anything.
Okay. Sorry, my computer.
Aramis is trying to think of words
Next
to
time
say.
I will tell you you need identification on your person if you claim to be who that is.
What?
I thought this might happen. I honestly did, but I was like, oh, it'll be fine.
No, I love it.
Sorry, hold on, my game
No worries.
just crashed. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay, here we go.
Not a problem. You do get a little hungrier.
Cool. And what was the roll again? Sorry.
Manipulation persuasion.
Can I willpower
Yep.
reroll, and can I use my stunning to like?
Your stunning will come into effect. So
Okay.
before you willpower,
Okay.
roll the stunning die.
Okay.
no!
Can I do that on the sheet or just 2 more die?
Just 2 more die.
Okay.
Yep, so reroll 3 dice.
Okay.
I believe better this time.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, I
we
believe
got
better.
4. Right after you say that, he looks again. So, my apologies. It appears you are a guest of Mr. Easton. So we will. That will not be needed.
Okay. Thanks, babes. Good luck with your job. It's like really cool. And I'll drive in.
Thank you. And indeed, you drive in. There's lovely trees, fountains.
Okay. While I'm driving, I'm gonna just call my sugar daddy really fast.
Cap, you make the call. Hello. What's it? Unexpected.
Listen. I don't have a lot of time to explain. You just gotta trust me on this one, babe, okay? And there'll be something extra in it for you. If anybody calls about Veronica charging your credit card to stay at the spa, that's me, and I just need you to go along with it, okay? Thank you.
If you want me to call you Veronica, I can.
Ooh. Okay, bye. And I get the phone.
You say goodbye.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you drive up, you do indeed see the building that you were shown. Grand entrance, beautiful trees, foliage, ponds. This does not feel like the city whatsoever. And, yeah, you pull up. There is a very clear, beautifully designed parking lot, easily spaced to reach. And waiting out front of the building is a young woman.
Before we leave the car, I just want to say, for the sake of Mr. Easton, is it? We should probably refrain from doing any overt activity here.
Oh, he's totally cool. You guys can do whatever you want.
I will.
Please don't, Efrys. Please, Efrys, please.
Well, everybody except for Efrys, okay?
All right.
I'll do my best.
As you get out of the vehicle, you do so the woman appears to be, like I said, young. She appears to be early 30s. Sandy brown hair. It is down past her shoulders, but not to like the small of her back. She is wearing comfortable clothes, jeans, like semi-loose fitting t-shirt, but she does have a leather jacket over top of it.
Oh my gosh, vintage?
Absolutely. I'm glad
It's
to
me,
see that
Vivi.
You have all made it. Yes, of course, Vivi. Rev, this is the woman that you saw handing out the flyers and talking to people.
Well, that's nice to know.
Well, yes. No, I'm happy that you booked one of our packages. I want to be at your waiting list as soon as the security informed me that you were here. How was your trip?
Oh my gosh, too long. I really need this. Oh, I mean, sorry. We really need this.
I'm going to step forward
Okay.
and just take sides and just say to Vintage, like, and I kind of switch into like a little bit like corporate mode.
Got it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and say like, Miss Veronica's been under quite a lot of stress lately, and we'd like to keep conversation to the minimum if you don't mind, and trying to do the right, so like to divert her from asking a lot of questions and pestering us for things.
Why, absolutely, of course. Please come with me. While you're walking, I will give you a brief tour of the facilities. I do have a separate room set up for the lovely couple. Who is the couple? I don't see any rings on fingers.
Then Aramis will go over to Michael. Well,
And I will
Charlie will
say
go
that's partly the issue. I said too much. I apologize.
No,
Don't be like that.
It is all
And
right. It is why we are here.
Yep.
No need to
And
worry.
Aramis wraps his arm around Rev's waist and pulls him in tight.
Hell yeah.
It's us.
Okay. As you are moving, you will indeed be given a tour. They don't have a reception desk. It is just a warm, comforting space. There is aromatics in the air. There is many different rooms for different services. All the colors are warm. There is mantras written on walls. You walk past rooms of people doing yoga, various retreats. They have a wide variety of skin treatments. Anything you can really imagine.
Efrys,
Yes.
see if there's any kind of theme to these mantras, like evil theme.
Good thinking.
I can't
many-
see it.
How many floors are there in this? Does it seem?
From what you've seen, you're probably looking at 3 to 4 floors if you're including basement.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm being I'm hyper aware of what's going on.
Okay, well, if you're looking around the space for any theme amongst like the mantras and stuff like that, you could roll wits academics.
Sure. Yeah.
They are all slightly more realistic versions of things that people would post on Instagram.
Can the Rev make that roll too?
Yes, absolutely. Anybody can make that roll.
Sure. Let's see if I roll.
You reach for the stars. You won't get them,
Oh.
but you'll have a good stretch. Nice.
Okay. Rev, you will pick up on something. As you're going through, you're slightly impressed by them. Most of the time, personal mantras are all about you believing, but a lot of the things that they say are ridiculously vague. These ones are not. They are themed towards acceptance of your situation and leaving it at the door so you can actually relax. So they intentionally are designed and placed in an order to slowly relax people as they're being given the tour. A lot of thought was put into this.
Yeah. So they're going for the whole bourgeoisie undermining or supporting the status quo to undermine rebellion. Okay.
If that's the way you take what I said.
Well, those accepting your situation would be great to instill in someone who's going to feed off someone later.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more like the case of if your life is shitty, we're not going to deal with your life being shitty entirely. Just relax, come this way. Look, they're getting more. They're starting off positive, and they're still positive. But yes, take it as you will. Beyond that, you will then get to a point where you see the courtyards, the various setup. There is also therapy rooms and counseling spaces. This is it. This is a whole thing.
Do I need to roll for sense the unseen, or it's like a passive ability?
So roll for your sense the unseen, and that will set what's going on if anyone does need to roll.
Okay.
Nice roll on that one. 5. Okay.
And 1.
Okay. So as you're going, you will be given a tour of the entire space. And it just seems to be a very well put together situation. However, the one thing that you were not expecting is meeting the owner. So you are brought to the point where you will be separated. Did you inform them that the crystal massage was part of the couple?
No, I didn't.
And
I'll be disappointed. That's okay.
In that case, is Travis or Veronica getting crystals?
Babes, do you want the crystals or should I take them?
You can take them if you prefer.
Thanks. I'll take the crystals.
Okay, so as you approach, you indeed will see Patricia Jovier. And as she walks up, so nice to meet you all. You look wonderful. Thank you for choosing us. I hope the tour was great.
Hello,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Ooh.
I
Wonderful.
see. Yes. Well, everything has been set up perfectly for you. If there's any problem, feel free to just inform us and we will deal with anything that might bother you. And you also, something we don't tell people, but it's a nice little surprise. If you wish, there's also a complimentary beverages while you are here. Just so people can relax if they need one. They do not have to be alcoholic if you do not wish, and we do monitor people's states with that. But we do sometimes we like to be a little bit naughty in the process of relaxing. So.
Well, I think you should remain sober, shouldn't you, Chuck?
Oh, don't start the tear. We're here to relax. I'll have myself a beverage. It's fine.
Of course, no. We will send one, but we will make sure that everything is above board. No worries. We will definitely make sure that you are covered in this endeavor, Michael.
Thank you.
We do our best to please. Well, all right. I just like to shake the hand of everyone coming through personally, so I can properly get a sense of who we are serving.
Oh.
And she will offer.
I reach out to shake her hand.
Yep, she'll do so.
I'm Travis.
Efrys.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah,
Or Travis, should I say.
you should, yes.
When you shake her hand,
Mm-hmm.
you get a feeling of extreme resentment
Ooh.
towards history. You don't know what history, but you feel like a constant push and drive of resentment of history.
Now, is this coming from my sense the unseen?
No, it is not.
This is something that's...
This is a premonition.
It's like seeing things.
His are not visual.
No.
And as that resentment starts to just simmer down a little bit, you feel the need to uncomfortably laugh, but you don't.
I smile and step to the side, I suppose, or whatever, let her walk around. I'm sure she's walking.
Yeah, so she's positioned herself so she's like equal space from everyone, and she'll shake everyone's hand very lovingly and make sure that you have everything you need. And
I'm not gonna shake her hand. I'm gonna look at her and be like, sorry, like, I don't touch people I'm not energetically aligned with.
not a problem. In that case, let's hopefully at one point in time we do align in the future.
I really hope so. Thanks
Perfect.
for understanding.
Have a wonderful night. And she will politely leave.
This is the time we should have had like a history book, just like throw it at him, bam. That's Horcrux right there.
All right. Is there any final actions that you wish to do before we get to the actual experience? Because that will be next week.
Other than that, can I go?
Yeah, boy.
So we see all 3 floors.
At this point, no.
Okay.
You would have seen the bulk of the first floor, or at least not the specifics, but what's there. And where you're going is on the second. Third floor, is more like the hotel room like spaces.
Okay. Is there any is there elevators?
They do not have a single elevator in this space.
Okay.
It's not up to code.
True.
Have we seen any other people here?
Oh, absolutely,
Yes,
100%.
lots.
You've seen lots, and where they don't have elevators, on their stairs they have the equivalent of like the things that you like sit into if you're wheelchair bound.
Gremlin's
Go
chair.
up. Yeah, but like it's designed so if someone has difficulty walking or anything like that, they'll move that way instead of like a big elevator taking up space. They're also very quiet as well.
And do the stairwells go just down one floor? Like when you're on the main floor, sorry.
No.
The stairwells don't go to a basement if there is one?
Not that you've seen. You can guess that there is a basement for like storage sake, but you can't see the space that would lead there.
Okay.
I have thought of a question. Was there any like specific places they avoided like taking us?
Not that were glaringly obvious, other than like they didn't show you like staff rooms and stuff, but they pointed out like where the staff lounges are in case there's an emergency and stuff like that, but they didn't give you specific details on what was what for that.
Have faith in their architect. They didn't put the secret room right at the front.
Yeah, like they have a staff, like they have the equivalent of like a staff wing, where a portion of the building is designed for staff.
On which floor, or like the whole building?
No, it covers 2 floors.
Okay.
2 floors, and it's like one of the edges of the building, the 2 floors.
Okay.
All right. Well, if that is it, this is where Toronto by Night will come to a
Goes to
close
sleep.
as we are at the spa for the episode titled Party 1989. Everybody have a wonderful night.